Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fine edition of Stones Live. I'm your host, Justin Kelly, along with the one and only completely invisible Veronica Brill. As you guys know, if you're familiar watchers of the show, vicious stripper pole accident. Medical attention was required, but she will get here as soon as she can. Should be a super fun game tonight, guys. We have a 5-5 PLO, along with a hello, not Veronica.
I am Veronica.
Good to see you, sir.
How's it going?
Good to see you. So let's talk about.
She's just over there, just chatting it up.
Wow, that's
I'm
cool.
gonna be Veronica.
She doesn't have a job or anything.
So, mind the 10-minute countdown. We'll be getting down to the table in about 10 minutes.
Sweet. So how's your day? What's going on?
It's been pretty good.
Other than a slew of technical problems, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, we had that long conversation on the phone, like trying to decide which sweater to match.
Yeah.
And so we decided on this one, obviously.
You're so showing off with the name tag, though. She is really just talking out there.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny. That's good.
We're just gonna stare at her.
We're not live or
look at
anything.
her. Oh, she's
Pack your bags for the guilt trip.
over now.
Pack your bags for the guilt trip. It's good.
It's cool.
She's like she's so slow rolling diva over here. She's like, I don't know.
I'm gonna get up now.
It's just like, oh hey, did you want to come hang out?
9 minutes before.
Yeah, but trust me.
I was just like chilling. I totally forgot that. Oh, you didn't even bring up my commentary.
Oh dear God. I'll tell you what. If we have 9 minutes, stare at her. Just that's fine.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Stones Live Poker.
What did you call her earlier? A diva?
I believe I did.
A prima donna.
Oh, sorry. She's even diva about her name.
My name is Veronica Brill. With me is Train.
Hey.
I don't even know why we put Justin Kelly there.
I don't know either. I just never changed it.
Tonight we have a 5-5 PLO Holdem mix game, which is probably the greatest thing since chocolate chip cookies.
And those are fantastic, so I would assume this is pretty good.
They are. So I'm super excited. I'm really mad because Taylor, when you're not here, the people set me up with like the commentary on everything.
Diva.
Yes.
Next, keep going.
And then when you're here, I don't get anything set up. It's like, do you know who I am?
I have to do everything myself? I have to like lift the glass of water to drink it? You don't have like a servant for that? That is too bad.
Yeah, it sucks. So yeah, Pocket Abe's in the hizzy. Roll Lee. What's up, guys? Our stream is catching up. I'm not sure what happened, but we're 8 minutes behind.
People were winning too many big pots and we couldn't keep track of them all.
Okay, so let me pop this up.
So guys, just to recap, this is a little bit of a it's a little bit of a mixed game tonight. It's a 5-5 PLO, and then every orbit, every time the dealer button hits seat 1, we change it to a no limit hold'em game. It started out as a $200 to $1,500 max buy, and then it's table stakes after that, because that's how we do it at Stones.
Trav G, what's up? Veronica with the Nike hoodie is a complete rendition of my Twitter photo.
Yes, good. Welcome to Stones Live, where basically Veronica models for you, and we hang out for a few minutes.
Actually have this, like, this Nike hoodie is legit. It's good. It's like double hoodie.
Oh, you're such a ninja.
I've been referenced as a ninja like 3 times this week. It's kind of weird.
I can tell why. It's good.
See this straw head of mine?
It's good. Don't worry, guys. We just do our hair and makeup right here in the booth, so you guys can see it.
Riz 12983, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Nice to see you. Night High like a boss. What's up? Haven't seen you in the chat for a long time. Welcome to the stream. Tonight, if you're just tuning in, is a 5-5 no limit hold'em / PLO. Hopefully they can adjust their strategy. I know that there are a few wild cards in the game already. I walked by the table, talked to them. I don't know if I'll get in the video because because
we're on a delay.
Famous face.
That's why we're on a delay. It broke the camera when you walk by.
Rokas says, Veronica, what's up? Thank you. I like my hoodie also. I'm getting lots of hoodie compliments. Room is like not as busy as usual, and I think people are recovering.
Yeah,
from
I was gonna say because yesterday it was basically like firehouse maximum capacity. Like I don't think you can move in here.
And if we put oil all over, sprayed everyone with oil and gasoline, and then set it on fire. No.
Just no. That was a little dark. We went a little dark there, but we're still good.
I'm having a mood. I'm in a mood. 7-8 on tilt, sponsored by Nike. Yes,
Just do it.
I make $5 a year. with my sponsor.
You are officially their cheapest endorsed sponsor.
Yeah. No one wants a 40-year-old to endorse anything.
And they still 1099 you
Like
for it too.
A marginally successful 40-year-old.
Marginally. Wow, toot your own horn.
Can you put my thing into the hole?
Yeah, I got it. You never have to ask me twice to do that, for
Thanks.
sure.
I like when you put your thing into my
good.
hole.
So,
Top Pots, what's up? Nice to see you. Nine High Like a Boss says, not always awake at this time, 4 a.m. out here. Wow. Colonial Columbus says, stock market's down, all casinos are effed. The stock market took a crash, and so did crypto.
Yeah, everything is on its way down, down, down.
So I'm gonna buy.
Market's going down. It's true.
Like that girlfriend you took to grab.
Hey yo, boom. So just for fun, guys, so you know, in a couple days it begins the Battle of the Ages tournament. There is a 49 and under category.
Yeah, go ahead.
And a 50 and over category. And can I
which
remind?
one Jake's doing.
Damn it! I knew you were gonna go with that. I wanted to see if I could be there first, but no, you win. Yeah, I think Jake's gonna play both. He's like cruise for me and my significant other. Winner.
I think he's 50, so he could. He's at that borderline.
The needle is so strong. The needle is so strong for Jake today, guys.
Nunu Chipoking, what's up? Trav G says bear session. Nunu Chipoking gives me lots of V's.
Hey yo.
I prefer O's.
I see what you did there. Talk to me about this. I know you're excited for this. Talk to me about this right here.
Jonathan Little will be here. Do we have a photo that we could put up?
Come on, we all know what photo they're gonna put up. You know what photo they're gonna put up. It's basically
Can we put up a photo?
Jonathan Little just staring into Veronica's eye. There.
Okay, so
what? That's not even the one.
That's okay. They'll put it up later, and they'll put Lon McCarron's face on it or something. That's Jonathan Little. Veronica and Friends edition with Jonathan Little. 1-3 no limit Holdem. It'll be like a 1-3-75.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous.
And so he's gonna be playing in my game, and I'm gonna be doing commentary with him also at some point during the week.
Heck yeah.
Dudley Amoeba, Jonathan Little's coming back. Heck yeah. Trav G, Jonathan Little has the most epic pair of blue shark optic shades that are discontinued. Oh, I thought you were talking about his piercing eyes. But
Oh dear God.
it's fine.
You and Jay Little already. Jeez.
I love me a little bit of Jay Little. Not like his wife loves him.
You love you a lot of it of Jay Little.
I might be, side chick material.
Yeah, that's good.
Just kidding.
It's quality. His wife's like, dude, come on, really?
I
Come
know.
on.
She's a lawyer. They have a kid. He doesn't want a moderately successful 40-year-old. He's got a lawyer. What?
We're going with
Don't mess up my stuff.
One other cool thing we got coming up here, guys, February 19th is the Win the Button Bounty Edition. So the Win the Button tournament was so much fun that we decided to do it again and add bounties. So we are going to have a blast. It is February 19th at noon. It's a $330 buy-in, I believe $100 bounties, and it is a $30K guaranteed, which we will absolutely crush because this tournament is fat.
We call that warranty.
Yes, warranty.
30,000 warranty, number one.
Going out to business sale. Good for the business. Please come.
Yes, please. My number one customer. Please.
Oh,
wait,
my God.
No, you lost my chat. My Twitch chat.
Diva. Okay, I'm just going to make a sign that says Diva, and I'm just going to hold it up. Diva.
Do you understand how I had this? There. Okay. Nine High Like a Boss has watched all the vids, though, some of them twice or more. I don't know which videos. Did I DM you something?
Oh, you know which vids. You know.
Mr. Smiley says that I'm too good to be a side piece. I don't want a full time. It's just like
it's a lot of work for you.
It's a lot of work. Like I like working. I travel a lot. I have my girlfriends.
So the side piece thing works for you. It's easy.
Yeah. It's like once a week.
Oh my God, JFK Stones. Why are you? If you're not here, what are you even doing with yourself? Is this live? This is live. This is 100% live. It's very true. We're basically just talking about Veronica being a diva and a side chick. Welcome to Stones Live.
Trap G says, how does the mixed game go? 5 hands PLO, 5 hands no. I think it's an orbit. So every orbit they'll change. Mr.
True.
Smiley says, by the way, what's up, mortals? And Justin Caritis wants to know if this is live. No.
I think he might be trolling us.
I had no idea.
I think we've seen this before.
We have some of the best trolls in the hizzy. You know what I really would love is Pete's tea.
What you guys heard it? Who's local? Who can just bring it to the booth?
Pete's
First person to get here.
Earl Grey tea latte is the best. The best. We got 59 seconds to go, and then you can stop. Well, you can't stop listening to our voices, but stop staring at us.
You can stare at us, or you can stare at that pretty clock in the corner. Either way. So I know that we will be walking around the table. We are playing tonight so far 8-handed, I believe. And looks like there's some definite familiar faces you'll see at the table today. I think most players have already played on the stream before. I want to say there might be one person that's new to it, but pretty close.
A lot of women, too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going to post something on my Snapchat. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, it's Veronica Star with 2 R's. And I just did a bathroom photo.
Oh God, you're one of those?
I live that life.
Oh man, bathroom selfies are the best.
Yeah. Especially when you're pooping. We're about to go live with Train, doing a 5-5 PLO, which I already told you guys. I don't need to tell you again. You're watching my snaps. It's a 5-5 PLO, and no limit Holdem mix. To the table we go.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so walking around the table there in seat 1, we have JD.
I like me some JD. I've watched JD have some fluctuation in his variance. He goes up and down like the stock market, and he's back for more. I really enjoy him. My computer's making noises.
Guys, Diva Mark number 3, I like it.
So he is in seat 1, and I'm happy that he's back because he's not afraid to play. Seat numero 2.
Keep going.
Ooh, and I think that, is that Cheese Guru? Adam D. I love me some Adam D. He is smiling and fun, and he's like, I hope you said nice stuff about me. I'm like, of course, Adam, what is there bad to say about you? You're wearing a pink shirt in your photo, you look happy, you seem like you probably give to charity. I'm happy with all of those things. Everyone likes your sick sweater, by the way.
Thank you.
Seat number 3, Ryan. Now, Ryan doesn't say a word to me when I walk in, but he knows that I like him on the stream. He is, I think, a pretty competent PLO player, and I enjoy having him on the stream, and I think there's been some times where I thought he was playing the best at the table. Is she your favorite?
Dr. Kelly coming at you, seat 4. You know her, you love her. She's just super nice, and you couldn't ask to give your money to a nicer person. You're like, here you go.
Yeah, I like her hair's getting lighter. She had like black hair when the stream first started, and she's transitioned over to the blonde side.
Stones Live, hell of a drug, guys, hell of a drug.
Yeah, hell of a drug. Seat number 5, Mr. Brandon. Is that a camouflage shirt behind him? Because I can't see it.
Kinda, not really, but no, it's like a foresty type tree thing.
Brandon is a regular in the room, local crusher, probably one of the nicest guys in the room. He comes across as a little bit chiseled, or I should say hard around the edges. He's coming across as sexual.
Yeah, keep going, keep going. Tell me more.
But he's actually like so sweet, and really like Brandon.
He's a good dude.
Seat number, now the sweets are screwing me up. Seat number 6.
You got it.
Patrick looks like a Patrick. Patrick looks like he drinks Guinness.
Patrick's chilling.
Seat number 7. She's a regular in our Omaha stream, Carrie. I like her. She's a pretty competent player and solid. And one of my friends, seat number 8, is Sally. Good friend of mine, and I can't reveal what she does for a living, but hey.
Okay, now you're making me think like super secret world spy, so we'll just go with that.
She's got a good job. Carrie's got pocket aces, put in a raise. JD called in the hijack. Queen high flop, they both flop. A backdoor flush draw, but not much of anything besides Carrie's aces are still ahead. Mr. Smiley says he looks like a school teacher. I'm not sure which one you were talking about. Jay Blazer, is this real money? I hope so, because this would suck if
I mean,
it wasn't.
people are buying in for real money, and we are giving them real money at the cage, so I'm assuming this is real money.
Yeah, the chips actually have no value, right?
Yeah, no. Just
Besides
play chips.
money.
Yeah, just chips.
Besides the money value that the chips have.
And even that
the
paper
chips
money is
have-
pretty much worthless, so.
Yeah, the chips have no value besides the money that we give them, we exchange for them.
But if they did have value,
If they did have value,
the reds would
they-
be 5s.
Yeah, the greens would be 25 and the whites would be 100.
Nice.
But you can actually take those non-value chips and exchange them for money, for real money.
Yeah, and I'll give you half of your money anytime. So if you see me 100 chips, I'll give you $50 anytime. Easy
Yeah.
money. So like real cash. People are like, what are these people smoking? What are they on?
Trav G says the paper money has value till it doesn't, Justin. Come on. Yeah, until you spend it.
Wait, did I just see? Well, hold on.
So,
Okay, never mind.
yeah, Ryan has Ace King and Dr. Kelly.
I did see queens.
has
Okay,
pocket
yeah.
Queens.
Game on. Right from the cutoff to the button there, and she's going to come in for a 3-bet.
I like it. On the button, it's looking like she would do this with almost anything.
Oh, and he quick ship?
shoves.
Probably
I
a
like
quick
it.
call.
And they said running it twice. She was open to running it twice on a previous hand that I walked in on.
This looks fun. The classic race.
Mr. Smiley says Sally's cool.
Yeah, welcome to the game. First hand in, Ace King versus Queens, right? Right on. Oh, right there in the window.
They are going to run it twice. Trav G says action
Oof.
hand. Let's go.
God, the Queen of Diamonds would just be sick. All right, Ace King way good on the first board. I'm gonna hit all my outs, right? Yeah, that's rough. Oh my God, King right there.
She might bank a queen.
Oh my God, what is, he's getting every
She
Ace and
needs
King
a
in the deck.
queen.
Wow, Ace King just murdered Queens twice. And he hit an ace and a king and a couple diamonds. Wow, beast.
And this is why Ryan's good, because he runs like God.
Yeah.
Like Jesus walks on water. I mean, if God was real. We all know he's not, but if he was real. If he was real, he'd be Ryan. Atheists, we walk among you.
You guys get together with the flat earthers and hang out?
Probably the opposite. Isn't that what you Christians do?
No, look at me. I'm just hanging out.
I think like you told your mom to not pray for me.
Yeah, pretty much. I did.
You're like, Mom, just stop.
She sent me some like God inspirational slogan to send to you, and I was like, I'm not gonna send that to her. And I was like, she's like, come on, just do it. I don't. I was
His
like, just
mom
trust
is
me.
the sweetest
She
ever,
is.
and I
She
borrowed
is.
his big Suburban when I was moving, and I talked to his mom for like half an hour, and she was like, oh, it's like she's meditation and spiritual stuff, and it was so adorable. And she's like, can you send her this spiritual quote? He's like, no.
I will not.
Unless it has to do with science.
Yeah. If I sent her like I don't know what sort of equations and theories are you studying right now?
Yeah.
Like, if I sent her one of those, she would have been like all about it.
String theories,
Yes.
cool, man.
Shoot her string theory. She's like, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever sent me. This
Yeah,
is so
oh my
adorable.
God, this string theory is so beautiful. Your mom's the best. I'm telling you, like, I would marry the next man that could explain string theory to me. King 9-3.
Please hold while I go study immensely.
Trav G says AK showing no mercy. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you're right.
To all you guys out there who see Ace King's garbage, like, I don't know. He can run it like 8 times. I think he was still good there. So Sally with the mystery hand, not a lot going on. Brandon bets it and takes it down.
I went and took my car for an oil change today, and $800 later, it's ready.
Nice. Isn't that great? You're like, I'm just going to do a quick oil change. And what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you're going to stick your finger in my butt without lube.
Exactly.
I had no idea this was coming today.
You must have gone to Speedy Oil. Because she definitely didn't go to Jiffy Lube. Am I right? Am I right? That's it, guys. I can't even get better than that. Can we just mic drop and be done here? Straight up.
Oh, man. Come to LLNL for string theorists, DDOM678 says. Miss Deal.
Whee! Isn't it always funny when there's a misdeal and somebody's like, oh God, I would have. Oh, now I have aces. I would have had this. I'm like, dude, just come on. What are you doing? Just stop.
So I don't know if you watched any of that 5, 10, 20 game we had. It was playing like a freaking drunk 1-2.
Yes.
Spewing, hammered craziness.
Yes.
Sometimes the bigger games don't mean that it's going to be all kinds of GTO. That was fun. Trav G says $800 oil change better come with a happy ending and a pina colada, right?
Came with a.
I was like, can you pull my hair with that receipt? Jesus.
And they did.
Jesus, 5-bet Jesus.
They did. Jesus isn't real. Jesus isn't real. Pray to 5-bet Jesus immediately.
78 on tilt says to marry Veronica Brill, just explain string theory and call with 10 high for the win. Oh my God! How do you know what wins my heart? And I'll cook cookies for you and apple pie.
Super side boner. Bonus.
King high flop. Brandon flops an inside straight draw. Ryan defending a Jack 7. Ryan was the original raiser to 20. Pardon me. Brandon called. Brandon doesn't want to be exploitable, so he calls. Doesn't want to be exploited. Sorry. Is he gonna check fold this turn? Checked around 8 on the river.
Ryan has 7s here.
Oh, Ryan actually has 7s here, guys. Update, spoiler alert.
D-Dom678 asking if I drive a BMW or a Mercedes. But
you do drive a German car, right?
Oh, God, I wish it was that good.
Let's take a look. Adam is our resident chip leader as we look for Jake to needle at 2K.
Is Jake here?
I saw him earlier. I think he's now gone. He was playing the 2-5 earlier, splashing around a little bit. He was like, Veronica's on her way. I'm out of here.
Yeah, off, because he knows I'm going to needle him.
Off. Like, they're going to talk about the senior poker series and how I'm going to win it. They're going to talk about who's the chip leader. And Jake was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm gone.
Blinds are going up.
Once again, you guys are watching Stones live. If you haven't done so yet, click the little heart, subscribe, follow, all of the above. We're here with you at least 3 times a week, and then for special occasions, which we have a lot of coming up. So make sure you click that notification button.
Kelly with ace-10 under the gun +2, raising to 30. Patrick just calls in the cutoff. He's probably feeling like he's crushing her range.
Ooh, this is fun.
So Kelly c-bets. She did flop the nut flush draw. Patrick with an ace-king flops top.
Oh, and he shifts it.
All in. Oh, she
Oh,
didn't have much
yeah,
behind.
quick call by Kelly,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah. She didn't have much behind.
And that'll do it. Ship it. Ship it all.
Only running it once. And she says, finally. We did mic up the table a little better, so you can hear them. You can hear the chit chat.
Laughing at these $800 oil changes.
Okay,
I remember.
you guys actually want to know what I drive right now?
Oh, it's going to be even more humorous.
I drive a Volkswagen Beetle.
Number 1, very nice. I like. Tell me how much.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna pay $30 for this oil change today. You know, whatever. So I'll just bring some cash. Brought a $100 bill.
Oh, and you need brakes and rotors and this and that.
No, it was like it needed a tire rotation. It needed like all of this stuff, and they gave me a discount apparently. It would have been more. I didn't even get a pina colada.
So many things I want to say to that, but I won't. Ryan with 7s again. So I'm thinking that one of these games is probably just going to be buck wild, while the other one, not so much. Like, I think that PLO is either just going to almost break the table, or like the Holdem's going to break the table.
I think they're waiting for PLO. I think these guys are just like, you're either painfully folding through Holdem to get to PLO, or you're like a moderate PLO player and you love the Holdem. I don't know. I don't even know why anyone would sit in this if they're one or the other. It Unless you're just a degenerate and love all of it, which is fine too.
Yeah, of course. I just like all of the cards. I don't care how I play them. So Ryan's gonna bet here. That was not a bad turn for him, and Carrie's gonna get out of the way. So Kelly looks like our short stack with about 250 down there, followed by Ryan with 585, all the way up to 2K for Adam as our resident big dog.
My snap was on fire the other day.
Sorry, I haven't watched your snap yet. So.
Did you watch my snap from Saturday?
Was that when you were out with?
I was downtown by myself.
Oh.
Had a weekend by myself.
Ooh, look at you.
I don't need nobody to come with me to have fun.
Yeah.
Walked around downtown, got some good coffee.
You had a self date?
Sushi. I had a self weekend date.
Oof, that sounds kinky.
Went dancing, had fun. I did go dancing with a girlfriend.
Did you go to?
No, I'm not going to talk about where I went.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
Was it a gay club?
Oh, I wish it was a gay club. It was the best.
So because it wasn't, so every guy was on you, right? Okay,
then the men that are there that are dancing like pretty much leave you alone, and it's not like perv night.
Exactly.
Here we go. We have some PLO. Kelly with an ace queen jack 7, double suited, raises to 28 under the gun. I love it. Carrie calls. Kelly and Carrie. Ryan's in there. He's throwing money in, and so does JD. 4-way to a flop.
Well, this looks fun.
4, 5, 6. Everybody looks like they flopped a flush draw. Ryan and Carrie both flop a flush draw. Can't see what JT has. JD. All checked around ace.
Whee!
Now a couple people pick up top pair. 7, 8 would be the nuts. Ryan needs a 7 to make the nuts here, although he's getting blocked by Kelly and Carrie. Carrie needs an 8.
Yeah, I think the PLO game is going to get nasty real quick on this table.
Well, now Kelly picks up a flush draw on the turn, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, everyone's got a little bit of this.
I'm going to give it up to JD for rocking the Atari shirt. Respect. Oh, hey.
Now Kelly is
How
going to take
is
this.
that good?
I know, right?
How is that good? How is a pair of aces good right here?
D-Dom 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it was Midtown.
This is crazy. I can't. And who's gonna fault Kelly for laying that down? Fault anybody for laying that down? I can't believe it. Bets it and gets away with it. Ryan, you sneaky dog.
It's a black board. D-Dom says I can see Veronica driving a Mini. No. This is as small as it gets for me for cars.
You don't want to drive one of those smart cars where I feel like you hit a mosquito and you crash?
Yeah.
Yeah, no?
I think my next car will be a little bit nicer. I did have a Mercedes once, but man, it was like a $2,500 every 6 months.
Yep. It's like talking about your $1,000 oil changes, right?
No thanks. Yeah. Not into it anymore. I'm gonna lease something nice.
The worst thing is like, oh, this one little module failed. Well, that can't be that much. That one module is $722. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh my God, are you gonna survive if I get some tea because I'm falling asleep?
I'm going to survive.
Not that you're boring. Not that you're boring.
I love you too.
I've just been up since 5.
I love you too, boo. Go. Run. Service, booth 1.
Keep running.
Brandon rocking the ultimate bet logo.
Simmer down, tech team. You know these tech guys give me dirty looks every time I leave.
Dang. I hear like evil snickers of genius behind us.
All they do is give me heck. I feel like I'm married to all of them. They're always giving me dirty looks. They're always telling me what to do, laughing at me.
How many husbands do you have?
Don't worry about it. It's none of anyone's business.
It's irrelevant.
The government doesn't need to know.
So is polygamy where a guy has a bunch of wives? Are you a reverse polygamist?
I'm a polygamist. I have like a bunch of husbands.
Or is it still just polygamy? Is that still just polygamy?
I think it doesn't matter. Like, why is it a sexist term?
Well, guys, she's got a waiting list, so sign up now. Stone's Live. See if you can
sign up on the app.
You download our app. It's free. You take a number, just like you used to do at the deli counter, but it's for Veronica instead. So, welcome.
Tech FSU. Oh, we get a break.
tuck.
Sorry.
Nice needle. It was a quick break.
Moto comment, yes. Master of the obvious. Love that you know Moto, D-Dom. It's like my thing. Sally, that's not a bad PLO hand. I like it. Double suited would be nice, but we'll take it. JD with a 9965, just a clunky.
Ooh, look at Adam's hand.
It's actually less clunky in PLO than it is in PLO 8, but I'll take it. Adam thinks he's playing high-low.
Yeah, I was like, he wishes he was playing high-low right now.
Yeah, that's a nice starting hand. Brandon's got a lot of 9s. All the 9s are gone. If we see a 9, the deck's bad.
Adam pops to 30, 4 players in the pot.
7, 10, jack. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Queen, king, open-ended for Sally, and Brandon does just flop the joint.
Okay, I just feel like when I order from someone that I don't know, I don't get it the way I like.
Yeah.
So it makes me nervous.
But if you know them, you always get it the way you like.
Yeah. You know, like it takes time to train your partner.
That's why I just went with the name Train. No training required. 5 on the turn. Does a whole lot of nada. Brandon still with a super cinch on this hand. Sally looking for that 9 or ace, but Brandon's got a lot of her outs.
Yeah, Brandon's already there. So, Brandon, I think, betting 375, he can get some equity out of, like, a backdoor flush draw that might have just creeped up on the turn.
I like that. Mr. Smiley says, Evil Snickers of Genius, a great band name.
That may slow down Brandon. No, they check. Right.
Yeah, they're like, here, I just want to show my hand and hope it's good. So for those of you who are new to Omaha, I mean, you play Omaha a lot more than I do, but stronger hands are extremely common. Generally, when there's a flush on board, somebody has it, especially in a multi-way pot, something like that. Is that why it slows down? Would you say that ripping a possible flush slows down the action more in a game like Omaha than Holdem?
Yes, I would say it depends. Yeah, it depends. I mean, I think that you got 4 cards, there's a lot more possibility, depending on how it plays out, there's a lot more possibility of your opponent hitting their flush, but, yeah, I mean, I think it depends on how everything plays out.
No.
I definitely think that, like, just playing PLO or PLO 8, those are completely 2 different games. And your hand selection has to be completely different. So that I think like some of these people are PLO 8 players also. So you have to make some adjustments. Like Holdem, yeah, Holdem's a completely different game too.
Stacking out cash, reload.
Sally's grabbing some more chips. You can't get it back if you get up.
That was a healthy pot. Yeah, we call those, she's getting fresh chips. Some good mojo on the new ones.
I feel like definitely pre-flop, the equity's so much more even in PLO than it is in Holdem. And that's why, you know, you can see a lot more multi-way pots, but man, sometimes it just gets so spewy, you never know. Anti-Snowman, what's up? Nice to see you. D-Dom says, could Sally have 3-bit when she picked up top pair and a flush draw on the turn with ace-queen? You're talking about that last hand? I don't think she picked up a flush draw.
I don't think she did either. And I was trying to think if it was a hand before that.
Are you saying if she had a 3-bet?
Yeah, I don't think she did. She didn't pick up a flush draw.
Brandon was the original. He was the better, right? And she just called. A raise? I don't think you raise. I don't think you raise there with just a flush.
Yeah, Mr. Smiley, PLO 8 is high-low, correct.
Your equity, I think, is too low. I think like you're less than 20% if you just have a flush there. So I don't think a raise is called for, because pretty much if you raise, you're gonna get hands with better equity with more outs, but hands that are essentially beating you to stay.
Top 2 pair for Brandon. Now, this is going to be a fun card. Top 2 pair for Brandon here on the board. He bets 80. Patrick makes the call. We can't see his hand, but Brandon did have top 2 and now has 2 pair along with a straight draw.
So Patrick's hands are just not coming around.
He's got so much good energy coming off him. You can't even, the sensor's broken. You can't even read it.
Oh, she didn't make it too sweet.
Oh, there's his hand. There we go. Ace, King, 6, 7 there. And he bets it and wins it. Brandon got away there. There's too many potentials there for people to have a straight with that board.
I'm really loving PLO 8.
Yeah, I noticed you've been playing Omaha a lot. You've been playing Limit mostly, PLO.
So I love Limit 08. It's probably, I think, the best game in Holdem. The best mixed game that's spread locally, I should say, because a lot of people would argue that Stud is the best, and like mixed games like Horse, if you can find a Horse cash game. But for me, it's like, I think it's leaps and bounds ahead of Holdem, and I actually think the Limit version is nicer than the Hot Limit version in that you're making smaller decisions on a regular basis, and you can kind of like open up your hand range, rather than in PLO 8 where you're
people start jamming it.
Well, you have to start tightening up your range because you're making bigger decisions for bigger amounts, and I think you can't play for thin value spots.
Yeah.
6-10 Jack on the flop. Patrick was the caller. JD raised this. So now Patrick in the small blind. This is an interesting lead. He flopped an inside straight draw, backdoor flush draw, and he still has 9s. I don't know what to think about that lead, especially since he was the original caller. So JD has
mystery hand. There it is.
JD has
Ace, 6, 6,
position
5,
on him.
Oh, flopped a bottom set of 6s there.
So yeah, he's leading into this board, and
so Patrick leads, JD raises, and Patrick calls. Yeah. So Queen on the turn.
And it's such an odd line to raise and then check. Raise, like JD raised the turn, or sorry, the flop, right?
The flop, yeah.
And then checks turn. It's just like a odd line for me.
I think he was possibly worried about getting check raised. Maybe if Patrick made a straight, since put 10 Jack Queen out there. Now obviously JD makes a boat on the river. He's going to go for some value here. And again, back to Omaha versus Holdem. I mean, an underset turned into a boat. You love it, but you're not going to bet like the entire house on it. If Patrick were to get crazy and ship all in, can you really call there?
The Daily Baker 420, simmer it down. Simmer it down. We're all naked under our clothes, and we're just going to leave it like that. No one wants to see any of that. Mr. Smiley says, is this going to be 8-handed all night? Yes. There's nothing better than an 8-handed PLO game.
Nothing.
Except for a 6-handed one.
Oh my god. That lasted all of less than 1 second, except for this other thing. There it is. I waited so long for it. God. Okay, hashtag smitten. Why don't you just post that all over social media right there? Look at that.
Oh my gosh, this is the best day of my life.
Did you screenshot that yourself? You did, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Ah, lies.
That's how much Kenny...
I think you screenshot it and sent it to them so they could be like, look what I did.
No, they all love me. They
okay.
pretend to not love me, but they all love me.
All right.
I just got capped by the Daily Baker. Simmer it down.
Raised to 20 by Ryan here, called by 3 other players. Super fun flop. Carrie flops a set. Ryan with a pair and a straight draw.
Deadly Amoeba, we may have another, Jonathan and I might be doing the 1-2 no limit together, which is a very micro stake. I think that there's room for wine there.
There's so much room for wine there. There's going to be large amounts of wine there.
And I know he can easily be talked into a cab. He loves cab like I love cab, which is why he's so easy to love.
So the turn actually gives Ryan 2 pair there. Oh, and Brick sitting on the river, Carry with the check mark here, set of 3s. Check. Carrie's like, is it good? Question mark.
Scott the dealer says, we all love you. I hope I think you're talking to me, not Trey. No, it's not. It's never trained.
What? No, not me. Messed up. I thought we shared such a special bond.
We kind of did.
Yeah. Ooh.
So how are you?
Not bad. I did not even know. I knew I was doing the show today, but I didn't know who it was with. And then I woke up, and you were the first thing I saw. I was like, oh, with Veronica. And then I was just like, man, my day just got good.
You're so needling me.
Oh no.
How was your Super Bowl?
I was alright. It was pretty chill. I just hung out with a few friends. I didn't go like super aggro though.
I hate couples in Super Bowl.
Why? What'd you do?
There are just couples everywhere.
Oh, yeah,
Everywhere
no,
I went, it was
definitely
like, oh god, do you guys have to wear your matching freaking jerseys together and be so in love?
Hashtag jaded.
Yeah. Did you see my Twitter?
No, I didn't see it.
all the cute couples I'm seeing everywhere are so cute and adorable. They need a punch in the face.
That sounds. Your face is very punchable. Just tell somebody that and see what they say.
Scott the dealer says I met you, Veronica. Jonathan isn't my type. Oh, I may not be either. You haven't really gotten to know me. Kind of crazy. Sally races to 25 with a double suited, kind of junky, clunky hand. JD in the big blind. I could see a 3-bet here, and I think he is because I saw him reaching for chips. So we'll see what the limpers do. Patrick doesn't have a great hot PLO hand. It's a not even an okay 08 hand. And Carrie folds her jacks. Typically you're seeing aces and kings 3-bet in these spots, so jacks is like a pretty easy fold. She's kind of GTO here.
She's double suited. She's got some fun drawing hands. If it's middle of the board, that's not good for her hand at all.
Queen 10.
That hand is so JD. It's not even funny. We got 95% equity here for him.
Sally checks. She does have a backdoor flush draw and a potential for not much more.
Yeah, potential for a high potential for fold.
Chaz BW says, is the blonde announcer the girl from Adult Movies? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do we think? Are we going classic like Janet Jameson? That's super classic.
I think her and I are the same age.
So classic it is.
Yeah, it's me. You've seen me in all kinds of skits like Don't Slip on the Banana. And Let Me Whoopee Your Cushion.
You may know me from such things as I'm Troy McClure.
You may know me from movies such as Mr. Smiley says I saw you tweet about that. LMAO.
I think that may be our first official Captain Morganing right in the booth. Just like throw it up.
That wasn't Captain Morgan, that was Peter Griffin.
No, I know what it was, but the fact that you just threw a leg up like that, I think it's our first booth Captain Morgan, so congratulations.
And it wasn't even Peter Griffin, it was that guy from Saturday Night Live that's on Family Guy. No, the Simpsons guy.
Yeah, it's
you may remember me.
He's Troy McClure.
Troy McClure, yeah.
Troy McClure.
That's me.
You may remember me from such films as Guns Don't Kill People, I Do.
Cleaning pipes is what I do 9 to 5. I don't know. Some sort of like really bad.
Adam 3-betting here with aces. And JD with kings. This ought to be fun. Ace, ace, jack, 7, and king, king, queen, 6.
All we need is a king and an ace on the flop, and we're golden.
Boop, neither. This still's fun.
JD does flop the second nut flush draw and checks. Adam checks behind. 3 pairs the board.
Nobody really likes the board pair here.
JD's gonna decide not to check.
He's gonna fight for his right to bet here. Adam's doing the recheck, $100 into 180. Adam's gonna look him up once, see what happens. Boom, Adam with the check mark here if he can hold on. Let's see if JD applies pressure here on the river. Nope.
JD's growing out his Lake Tahoe beard.
Solid.
It was cold there. It's hot here now.
Is that where JD lives up there in Tahoe?
No, I'm just like making stuff up.
Tahoe's great.
Adam, now with the line that JD's taken, he
I think Adam's actually going for value here, right? He's like,
No, that's what I'm saying. I think he thinks that aces are good here. He probably doesn't have a 3. I don't think if he has a set he plays this way.
And he could have put him on a missed flush draw, which he has.
Yeah, I mean, I think he knows where he's at in the hand. He thinks aces are good, just the way JD played out this hand. JD pretty much checked all the way. JD called and then called Adam's 3-bet.
And it's weird. I think JD's almost thinking like, do I bluff catch here? Like, kings, maybe.
I mean, he can catch a bluff, but it's hard to bluff catch in this game.
Yeah. There's just so many combinations of hands that people could have.
I mean, definitely an ace, king, jack, 7 could be doing this if he's checked too. Just the way JD played this out. Adam's like freaking patched up. Or actually, he's beyond patches. He's got sponsors like on his actual shirt.
Yeah, it's like each portion has its own sponsor. Like he's just like, there's too many sponsors.
Post patches. That's like a big deal.
Chaz BW, oh, what is the mix? I don't know. I thought you might be talking about
5-5 PLO and 5-5 No Limit Holdem.
It's also the same person who asked if you were the girl from the adult movies, so I was actually just thinking he might be referring to that at that point, so.
Why is Moobot not allowing emotes? I mean, I live for emotes.
Moobot is very ornery, and personally, I want to hear what the Daily Baker 420 has to say. I think I know what he bakes. Wreck, there we go. I like it. Man, JD's really in the tank about this one. He's gonna find the call. Adam actually can't like that. I don't think Adam really actually super liked the call too much, but it's good. I mean, if you're holding aces and somebody tanks that long, I mean, do you think your aces are still good there? It's kind of rough.
Yeah, I think my aces are 100% good. I don't hate the call from JD.
Oh, not at all.
I think that's one of those things that could have played out either way, whether he calls or folds. I think either way is an okay play.
Yeah.
That's behind him. That's 5-bet Jesus, Mr. Cheese Guru, Mr. Anthony. That's on our stream on the 1025 game.
The cheese guru, huh?
He's obviously his girlfriend.
Wow. Solid.
Adam's girlfriend.
It's whatever you identify as.
Well, that's the girlfriend seat, you know, behind.
Mm-hmm.
I occasionally will have a girlfriend sit behind me.
I'm not gonna lie to you, sometimes I look at the girl sitting behind a guy and I'm thinking like, why are you playing poker? You should be busy doing other things right now.
I know, when the girl's gorgeous.
Yeah. You're doing it wrong.
Right?
Just saying.
Some men just don't appreciate what they've got.
He's like, you know, I have this super perfectly amazing hot woman behind me, so she should just sit here and watch me play cards with a bunch of dudes for like 6 hours, because that sounds like a blast.
I don't know what woman would want to do that, or man.
Well, you might
10-3.
actually.
No, I would never sit behind someone. I would go and play. Ryan checks with a flush draw.
You know how many proposals you just earned by saying that? Do you understand that? Propose to her on Twitter right now if you guys don't follow her, guys. She's right there, Angry Polak.
I'll retweet it if you propose.
The angriest of the Polak. Oh, I can't wait for the slew of retweets. You guys heard it. Look her up on Twitter.
I'll retweet every single one of them and lose 500 followers.
I'm totally proposing to you.
Mercer Asian says, aren't you kind of doing that right now? Sitting behind them like in the girlfriend seat? No.
Slightly different.
These things are different, and if you can't see that, then you can't propose to me.
Lies. Anyone can propose to her.
That's true. It's a free country.
Once again, you guys watch Stones Live. If
Like they didn't know.
What's that? Well, click the follow button. Click subscribe. Follow us. We're just hanging out. We do it 3 times a week, whether you're here or not. But let's face it, it's more fun if you're here.
You may remember me from such movies as...
Who's in my mouth? Wait, what? Is that was one of those inside thoughts.
That's not burnt toast that I smell.
I didn't mean to say that out loud. That was an inside thought.
You gotta make them work harder. Like, you have to have their imagination work a little harder than who's in my mouth.
Who's shucking my corn? No?
Yeah, like, is that corn that I'm boiling, or is that, you know, I don't know.
I just thought it'd be good. I was waiting for the punchline there.
Yeah, it's like ...
Patrick with way the best hand. Everybody else in Whiffsburg. Huh?
Yeah!
Got it. I've been waiting for that.
I like Whiffsburg.
Every time I want to say Whiff City, I'm like, wait, Veronica said Whiffsburg is the new thing we're doing here, 2018. It's going down.
Mercer Asian said the masturbator.
Classic. A very skilled fisherman, if you will.
I have my way with worms.
Yeah?
I've caught many fish with
This ought to be
my
great.
worms.
Yeah, let's keep going. This ought to be great. I really just want to hear how this whole thing plays out. Tell me about all of the worms you have that you've caught fish with.
The worms come in different sizes.
And
Different
shapes.
worms are for different uses.
Different strokes for different folks, guys. Welcome. Stones Live. Subscribe now. I don't know what you're waiting for. All right, Sally with Ace Queen popping it up to 20. Ryan makes the call.
Jack 5 flop. Jack 9 out. Sally needs a lot of runner help, and so does Ryan. But in Holdem, we can only use, we can just use one card. It's a little bit of an adjustment.
Sally's gonna fire out a little c-bet here of 35, and Ryan is not buying it. He says, "You don't have
praise and glory to your hole."
Aw, one day at a time. It's glorious. I like it.
Glory hole.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
I stole it from Mr. Smiley. I don't want to make references to porn movies all night. Although it would be fun.
Nope. So I like this race by Ryan here. I think he knows that Sally's going to c-bet a lot, and really that board Jack 9-4 Rainbow, you either have an overpair or a Jack or you don't, and I think that's what he was testing, and it worked out perfectly. Nick McDole in the house on YouTube. What's going on? As usual, Mr. Smiley, always a pleasure. Mercer Asian over there on Twitch, the Daily Maker 420.
Matt McDole says the title of your next sex tape. I'll show you where to put your pairs.
Nice. Super solid.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't just give it to them. You have to make them imagine what that's all about.
I always have the nut. A poker book by Veronica. Solid. Solid.
Oh, good.
And Sally waking up with kings right off, and this is going to be great because it could look a little steamy, a little tilty since she lost the last pot after c-betting and getting raised there by Ryan.
One thing I like is that she has a little bit of discretion. She's not. There's a lot of people that would kind of tilt and raise too much, you know, try to protect their hand, which I hate.
I love how we throw it in air quotations, protect.
Yeah, now Brandon 3-bets to 125.
This will be
Sally
fun.
has to love it. She doesn't have that much behind. She could ship.
Sally ships.
She could ship, yeah.
7-8 on tilt. Yes, I'm definitely going out to Vegas this summer. I will be there end of May, early June, and maybe again in later June as well. Eric says, stream is taking a more inappropriate direction than usual. Apparently you haven't tuned in enough, so welcome. Make sure you tune in all the
sorry.
streams. No, just let it happen.
I'm sorry.
It's easier if you don't
It's
struggle,
usually
Eric.
my fault.
Yeah. But we love it. All right, so a quick call from Brandon. Oh, ace right in the winner and a king. Case king on the flop. OMG. Oh, my God. What a setup. Oh, my God. Oh, an ace is full against king's full. It's so sick. What just happened? Is this real life?
Oh, my God.
Did that just happen?
Sally's going to be so tilted.
OMG. Holy crap, guys. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Sally's up. She's away from the table before. She's
That
gone.
was a bad
She's
beat.
gone.
That was, no. A king on the river.
That was a horrendous beat.
No, that would have been a beautiful bad beat
Yeah.
if that was a king on the river.
Oh
Jenna
my
says,
God.
Ouch, is this real life? Obviously, live poker's rigged. That was insane.
Yeah. That's how you know how bad the beat is when by the time the camera gets back to the main camera, she's up, gone. Her car's already started. She's on the freeway
pissed.
headed home.
She's pissed.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that was
wow.
rough. Holy. That was one of the worst ones I've seen on the stream.
Nasty. You know, do you have a pen over there? I'll mark that one down.
Yeah. This stream did her dirty.
Wow.
Alapapi says LOL. It's LUL, L-U-L now. Get with the chat. Carlton 11
Good God.
2000 says, hey there, you two. Love it. Felted you. 8, 9, 10 on the flop. Patrick flops top pair. JD needs a queen or a 7. Ace on the turn.
my God, really? Did that just happen with Ace, King, and Kings? Remember that one time how we always say the Kings are no good at stones?
Yeah.
Hey, check it out, guys. Kings
Every
are
single
still
time.
no good at stones. Wow. 7 a.m. until Justin, you playing the main? I sure am. Can I borrow 10 grand?
I'm actually gonna try to play satellite. I don't know if I can play the main just with my work schedule.
You know what I love? There's actually a certain time where guys will come in and just do straight flips on the single table sit and goes. Have you ever done those? Everybody basically just goes all in first hand, buys them for $100 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, winner gets a grand. So they'll do that for the main event. Guys will just walk up, throw down a grand, all in. Everybody's all in first hand. Winner gets a seat.
Don't
Winner gets a
bother
seat.
with a 3 hour sit and go.
It's all right. I mean, it's so degen, and we love it.
I mean, your chances are quite a bit reduced. If you're a bad player, I think that's a great way to get a seat.
I'm in.
If you're a competent player, it's a bad way.
Did you say competent or Compton?
Competent.
Okay. Prime form, you are so sweet. Thank you very much.
Black Betty says, "Wow, Casey." Not sure what that means.
Wait, did you think that she was Casey?
No. A little bit different. A little bit different.
Different hair, for sure.
Sometimes when I wash my hair, I look as good as her. Adam raises to 20, gets a couple customers, ace high flop. Not much for anyone. JD's still ahead here with pocket sixes, checked around. 10 on the turn. Now Patrick and Adam both have a 10.
I agree with D-Dom in the chat, says Brandon should go buy a lottery ticket right now.
EJ the DJ says, "Hey guys, I love the stream so far. Just wanted to ask if you know if there's any satellites or mini tournaments to win tickets to the World Series of Poker. I'm from Australia, thinking of making a trip down this June to play some poker." Have you ever played at the World Series of Poker? There's literally satellites 24 hours a day, any way you want them. Any way you want them. You can play a single table satellite, you can play a multi-table satellite, you can play a multi-table $300 satellite, you can play a multi-table $500 satellite, you can play a $180 satellite. There's a million ways to win your seat into the main event.
Do it.
Just get down there. Get down there with your money and be like, "Here, take it. I want to play."
Here are my monies, and I brought a lighter. We can light it on fire. We can see what happens.
Whatever you want. Play cash until you win 10K. Like, there's a million ways to get a seat in the main event. If you want a seat, you can get one.
Very true. Most people who win them and like aren't confident or aren't 100% in their game, they just like try to sell their seat. And I'm like, just do it. Go play it. Come on.
It's a once in a lifetime opportunity for some people.
You can say that you did it, whether or not you win.
Like, if I want a seat, I would totally play it. King high flop.
The only way I wouldn't play it is if I only had like a few grand in my name. Then I'd probably cash it.
No, I'd still play. JD flops open-ended. Patrick flops an inside straight draw, needs a jack, and Carrie flops an 8, and she's ahead. No one's got a diamond. She's on the button. She got checked too. I'm assuming she was not the original raiser. I'm assuming Patrick was, and he checked. Now, I think it's okay for all of them to call, especially now Patrick's got some more money in there. 9 on the turn, and now that completes a potential flush draw.
And nobody, even with a single diamond. But it does give JD the monster here.
Now 10 pairs the board. JD with a straight. I like that bet on the river by JD. It's obvious that no one has a flush. Probably no one has. I think no one would have played a set like that and would have boated up. Yeah.
I think you get looked up. Yeah, I mean, if anybody had any sort of like 10 or 2-pair hand, I think you would get looked up there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Someone had like a 9 or an 8s and 10s.
Give you a couple bucks. Good little value bet there. Brandon, our resident big dog here at 3.5K, followed pretty closely by Adam around 3.3K.
EJ the DJ, there's a ton, 24 hours a day, a ton of satellites. Go down there and play. You will love it and enjoy every minute of it. You'll either come home broke or you'll make money. But
either way, you'll have fun though, I promise you that.
It's going to be amazing. Just go. It's like awesome. I used to go every year.
And you know what it comes down to too is that there's so much good action around that time. All the other casinos piggyback off that. So even if there's not a WSOP event playing that day,
yes,
all of the other casinos run great series with super awesome guarantees for minimal buy-ins during that same time. There's like 50K, 100K guarantees every day.
I always do the 08 tournaments and all the other like side casinos like Binions and Golden Nugget, Golden Nugget.
Yeah. I played a great one at the Win. I played a great one at the Win. Planet Hollywood even had an iNinja series going on that was ridiculous guarantees daily, which were awesome.
So everyone folds to JD. He raised on the button. Patrick in the hijack. I think he might have straddled. He called. Or no, he just limped. Ace high flop. Patrick checks to JD. JD was the original aggressor and continues and takes it down. Yeah, EJ, the DJ, I think that there's definitely something to be said that not everything is worse than money. I think money should be your leveraging tool to enjoy your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are so many things way better than money. And enjoying yourself and enjoying your time and being with your friends and family and all your degenerates that you love.
True. Look,
it's more important.
$100 bills are just fun coupons, okay? Use them as you see fit.
Coupons.
They're fun coupons.
Americans are so funny. Coupons.
They're fun tickets.
Coupons. Coupons. Coupons.
Did you guys come here for a proper grammar lesson? Because I know I didn't. Hey, yo. Oh, that's good. Nothing to worry about here.
Is his mom trying to call him?
No, they're not getting it.
Oh, yeah, I can hear audio. So, game on, guys. Yeah, they're just fun tickets, right? Every time I want some fun, I just throw out a ticket and see what happens.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thick Kirby Enema says, everyone knows real happiness isn't measured in money, it's in doses of drugs. Aunt Doom, what's going on, my man? Hello, over on the YouTube side of things. Guys, I don't know if you're watching us either on Twitch or YouTube. Watch us on one, watch us on both. Either way, we love you. Make sure you click and follow and subscribe. Either way, we will be here with you Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 7 to 10 p.m. Tell us what it's about.
Thick Gravy Enema! Yay!
Now,
Nice
are you normally this excited about a Thick Gravy Enema?
I love Thick Gravy Enema, and probably the best name ever. Ever!
Yeah, I'm clipping that one out later.
Props to Thick Gravy Enema. Props. That is like, you gotta say it's the best. Scotty the Dealer, seat 8 open? Yeah, it is. I hope this is the Scotty the Dealer that's like my friend the Scotty the Dealer, because he's the best.
I love how when JD's not in hand, he just busts out this magical laptop, like from under the table, and he's like,
Yeah,
I'm doing work.
I'm just working. I'm just like trying to like absorb some of the $50,000 I just lost on crypto. The Gravy Enema says basically we're just best friends. Obvi.
There's so many things I want to say, but I just feel tongue-tied. Heyo. No? Okay.
Mr. Smiley says the light makes Patrick look like he's glowing. Hey, we don't want to hear bulk jokes. Eric Ridland says, tell us what it's about. So I think we're still doing, we're oot and a boot. We're still doing Holdem. Oh no, here we go, 4 cards. Yes.
Yay.
We hopefully pretty soon will be spreading, or I should say Big O. So, if any of you go to the series and play Big O, woo, honey, child, my favorite game.
Black Betty says, I want to have Stones live for my birthday. Can that be a possibility?
Yes.
Sounds great to me.
Come on down. Bring all your friends. Let's do it. Let's stream your birthday game.
Awesome.
Better bring some money and play wild, because I don't want to see a knit, like, you guys knitting sweaters all evening. All right?
Stones Live birthday edition.
Ryan races to 25 on the button. I'm all excited. Now it's PLO. JD calls with a little bit of a clunker, but we'll take it. Less clunky in this game than it is in 08. Jack high flop. Ryan flops, so he's wrapped around this this little mini straight. Ryan continues, and JD folds. This is Scott the dealer that wants to play the Veronica and Friends game. Sorry, honey, I'm kind of full. Like full for months.
We already talked about how full her waiting list was of people wanting to hang out with her.
I'm looking for April, but my April game's almost full.
Well, how does it feel to be a celebrity? Like months in advance?
It's not easy. I mean, everywhere you go, people recognize you, want your autograph. Like, I didn't shower. Like, can you wait until, you know, I take my meds and shower?
They prefer you didn't shower, actually. They want you in your El Natural. No, you don't. No, you don't. Wait for the shower. Just wait for the shower. Just trust me. Life pro tip.
DDOM678, your wish is my command. We are doing some PLO. I would love PLO for the whole stream.
I do love the cash game action here. I literally just sat in a cash game for maybe all of 35 minutes before the stream, made it quick, like $300. It's like, thanks guys, bye.
King74, results oriented. Train is in the booth.
Wait, what? Results oriented, what?
Ryan flops top pair. JD and Ryan both flop inside straight draw. No, sorry, JD is open-ended. My bad.
EJ, the DJ, yes, we definitely use RFID cards, and when those aren't working, we have little gnomes that actually travel around
It's
the
Jake
table.
under the table. He just doesn't want to admit it.
His beard just, like, creepily goes out and gathers the information.
Mr. Smiley says I'm bald, so it's okay.
It's fair.
Yeah. D-Dom wants to get to PLO in Midtown. We are not in Midtown. We're in the burbs.
We're in the Heights.
No one gets stabbed in the Heights. Shh. Don't even say anything. I don't want to hear comments.
Except for that guy, like, yesterday outside who totally got... No, I'm just kidding.
So, JD bet 100 on the turn. Ryan popped it up to 300. Now, Ryan has the nut flush draw, top pair, and he's also got an inside straight draw. His equity is 95%. The only problem is with this raise
Oh, JD's gonna come
that it's
along.
gonna work. Never mind.
Kidding. So he's gonna need that. He's gonna need just that card right there. Oh my god.
Wow.
The absolute stone cold monster nut.
He did have a flush draw.
Wow.
JD. It didn't like he didn't
What a
know.
nasty river.
He didn't know
How far
that
behind he was, yeah.
Yeah, how far behind he was. 5% to 100%. That's how we do. And Ryan is in a pickle.
5 to 100 real quick.
In a pickle. Oh, Ryan. This hand started out so good. The turn even was better. And you were 95%.
See, EJ the DJ can relate. He says, yeah, I spent the week monitoring and maintaining the RFID cards at the Aussie Millions tournament we just had. Yeah, absolutely. You know how it goes. You know the pain and struggle is real.
And Ryan is probably one of the best PLO players I've seen on the stream. He's probably going to fold here.
Yeah, it's weird. You have the absolute world on the turn, and then you're like, oh god.
Yeah, you can't call here.
Great laydown by Ryan.
It's so obvious that he has a 5-6
Yeah.
when that 3 comes on the river and he jams. Because he was
Great
pretty
laydown,
passive
yeah.
before that.
Great laydown by Ryan there. I think a lot of players are just kind of angry and frustrated at that point and might just make a whatever. If you got it, you got it type move. So it's a good laydown by him. He saves his chips. Black Betty says, my birthday's June 1st. I need to ask around if anyone's interested. Hell yeah. Gemini Black Betty birthday game. I'm super down. Do it.
EJ the DJ says the little gnome asked for a few too many breaks though. I don't know what that means.
Oh, we're talking about when the RFID cards aren't working, how we use Little Gnome as a backup.
Oh yeah.
He knows the struggle.
DDOM678 says started out so good, common phrase uttered in PLO. Mr. Smiley says this is why I love Omaha. Rick and Barstow, what's up? Nice to see you. We have both chats up in Twitch and on YouTube.
No, I love you more. No, I love you more. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Blah. Sorry. Boom, shakalaka.
10-9, right? What a wet board. Brandon flops the nut flush draw and thinks he's playing Omaha high-low.
Still though. Oh wow. Almost.
Three of clubs on the turn. Doesn't help carry at all. 7, 8, 9, 10. She could hit a straight. She does have a 6. Any 7. She's blocking herself though from that straight also, for her inside straight. She was wrapped around that. She's still folded. Bring your whole crew out. Contact JFK Stones, give them your list of 9 people, and tell them you're going to play in 1 game.
June 1st is a Friday. I think those are generally reserved for higher limit games, but I don't know.
You could do it like June 4th.
Yeah.
I mean, JFK might give in.
You never know, absolutely. I mean, Fridays are kind of like specialty days, right? So why not? Like specialty birthday Friday, hang out, have some fun Stones Live.
He might do it if they're doing a 5-5.
Let's do it. June. See, you have your birthday right. It's right in the middle of the year. So your birthday, you're not one of those poor souls who got fortunately lumped their birthday in with Christmas, and their parents are like, we'll just have one celebration. I feel so bad for those kids.
Fort Garrett said I'd get crushed in any game that wasn't no limit hold'em. Most people.
I've definitely seen players play horse tournaments, and there's like the just Raz game comes around, and they're just like, cool, I'm sitting out for this entire freaking round. Like, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Raz is like the opposite of how you think about poker, so.
Yeah. Of course, the long-running joke is if you run really bad in poker, just play Raz, because the crappier your hand is, the better you'll do.
Yeah, and then it pairs.
Yeah, that's not good.
9, 10, ace, all 2 clubs. Kelly flops 2 pair. She's got all of her own suit. Can't see what Patrick's got.
Paul Letty asked, do you guys ever spread a limit mixed game in the room or ever broadcast? I don't think we do. Do we spread a...
Limit mix? Like a... I think...
Something like
so
this,
only
but...
like PLO. We don't play PLO. We don't play pop. So...
Limit
there's
Omaha.
no Omaha limit. I mean, no, the people have played it, but there's no Omaha limit, like straight high. There's 8 limit, and we don't spread much Holdem limit. I'm sure if it was big enough, I mean, we spread big Holdem limit games in our stream, but if the game was big enough and you wanted it, you just have to call in and get a bunch of people on the list, and they'll spread it for you.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much how our Omaha got significantly popular. Is everybody just kept throwing up on the interest list, and then it went from, okay, we have one game that lasted a decent amount of time to now there's Omaha games pretty much around the clock here.
Yeah.
You can thank Veronica a lot for that, actually.
5Bet Jesus is in the hizzy in seat 9. I hope that they got his name right. It's 5Bet Jesus.
5BJ. You heard him. Heard her. Got it.
Cookies are going around the room. Nice, warm, fresh cookies. I made some fresh chocolate chip cookies from scratch yesterday. They were really good.
Wow.
I do that kind of stuff.
Where did you get the scratch you found? It's cool.
I just made it myself, dude.
Dude, just made it myself. Just had all the delicious ingredients laying around.
I do. I make cookies on the reg, man.
And thanks for sharing them with me. I've never gotten even one of your cookies.
I'll bring you cookies one day.
Do you make milkshakes ever?
No, I'm not a fan of milkshakes.
Because I was just going to ask if your milkshake brings the boys to the yard. That's the best joke I could come up with at the time. Sorry.
Oh gosh. JD 3 bets, Ryan calls. And look at Ryan flopping the flush.
And I think somebody else folded 3 spades. Did we see that too? Like, I thought we were drawing pretty slim on spades.
Flopping the second nut flush. Now, we can't see what JD's got. And the dealer's telling him, spread your cards, biatch.
Scott the dealer says, I want to send some wine to the booth.
JD leads right into him. Ryan was the original raiser. JD 3-bet and Ryan called. So I don't mind the lead. I like just the call out of Ryan. You want to keep JD plowing into this board with all of his bluffs and potential straights. And now he decides to slow it down to check. Big Gravy Anima asking who gave Justin the fresh fade.
I responded. So JD with the mystery hand. I wonder if he has at least 2 pairs set to catch up for boat potential here. We'll see. It looks like he's reaching for chips. Coming in, he's going to make the call. Oh, there is board pair potential. Let's see what JD has here, though. Is he in check mode? Oh, quick check by JD.
Ryan's all in.
Yeah, ships it.
I like me some Ryan. I'm just saying it. I like me some Ryan.
Ryan's been playing pretty solid.
Ryan plays solid every single stream. I think I saw aces out of JD.
Way good.
And he says one more spade, like it would have helped.
Ford Garrett has a question for you.
Ford Garrett?
Yeah, on the YouTube side.
If you can, Veronica, can you explain how PLO8 or 08 is played? PLO8 is a high-low game. So you're trying to draw to 2 ends of the board, the high and the low. And your low cards are, your net low is like ace is the wheel, ace, deuce, 3, 4, 5.
And low is 8 or better, right?
8 or lower, yeah. So you want to get the better low with more lower low cards than your opponent. I think you'll make a mistake if you try to choose the same type of hand ranges for PLO as you would PLO 8.
You'll make a very big mistake. It's
a completely different game. Like pairs like 7s and 8s typically aren't really playable in 08. Or like you'll have some low draws but not netted low draws, like a 4 or 5 and then pocket 7s. Like those aren't playable. Where you kind of could play those in a PLO game.
Bacon TT7 over there in Twitch. What is going on, my man? And Poker Hooker, welcome to the chat.
Poker Hooker?
Yes.
My dad thinks those are hangers. Poker hanger.
Yes.
Excuse me, where I buy hookers?
Where I buy hookers?
Anthony flops a lot of kings. And welcome to the game, Anthony. Can you please change Anthony's name to 5-bet Jesus?
Colonel Columbus, main event, how early before tourney do satellites start? They're going to be running for like months before. Whenever you want to go play some satellites, you'll find some.
Why are we the World Series of Poker like question and answer period?
I don't know, man.
This is not. We have nothing to do with the World Series of Poker, people. Google it. The Google share.
Do you have the same Google I have?
Yeah.
Is Google broken?
Like, your Google works, man.
If Google's broken, then Skynet's already taken over the world. So just call it a day.
I checked around. Now JD's gonna lead at this. He does have. He needs a queen for a straight.
Yeah, super cinch on Anthony. But then again, last time we saw JD at 5%, he pulled it out. So let's see what happens.
14% ain't bad, right? Deuce of spades on the river doesn't really change that.
Brick. Lots of kings for Anthony here, but he did not fill up, so he's just going to take the check call approach. JD is...
Hey, Cravey Anima, stop trolling.
Reaching for chips.
Colonial Columbus says, LOL, apologies. Yeah, I'll take that in a form of a dozen roses with a letter. A heavily worded letter.
Or just any bottle of red wine. She'll take that too.
Yeah, but it needs to be 92 points or better. I live in California. You guys have turned me into a snobby wine drinker.
You live in California?
California. JD bets this 300. Anthony calls. Anthony's thinking maybe pocket 9s, pocket 6s, pocket...
I respect the stab on the river, but there's really not... I mean, Anthony's not going anywhere here. He's just going to call and be like, hope you don't have a weird small set that turned into a boat.
So, Poker Hooker, the story goes... when we first immigrated from Poland, my parent, no one knew English, none of us, and the church gave us clothes, and my mother told him to go buy hangers, but he didn't know the word for hangers, and he knew a hook, and he thought hookers, and he was just learning English, so he went into like several department stores asking to buy hookers.
You know, every single time I hear a story about your dad, I like him more and more.
Excuse me, sir, where I buy hookers? I buy hookers. Lots hookers. So yeah, when my dad, if you do like shots with my dad, he'll go, oh, very nice, we do shoots. I like. I swear to God, that's my dad. Like, people, when they meet my dad, are like, oh my God, I thought you were joking. I thought you were exaggerating. No, that's my dad. He's gonna do shoots with you.
Bacon TT7, shout out to Mini Man. What's going on, dude? Let's go for another cruise in the vet sometime.
D-Dom says Poland to CA. Damn right.
Write a rap or write a jingle for Stones Live. We need one. We need a solid jingle. Something catchy.
Hooker says my dad's a great man. He is. Number one. He is number one. So Adam raises to 25, and Ryan with an ace queen in the small blind. I love this. Raising it to 125.
Back to 2-card Holdem. Let's do it.
I can't say anything bad about Ryan.
You're like, I'm trying to think. I got nothing. I can't think of anything bad to say, so we're just going to go with it.
Patrick folds this, yes. And Adam's probably going to call this.
D-Dom says, what part of Poland? The Polish part.
I was born in Zdutska.
Yeah, see, I couldn't say that if I wanted to.
Jack for 4. This is a hit or miss kind of flop. Now, Adam's got to think if Ryan has been doing this with ace king, ace queen, ace jack, he's ahead with an ace jack, but he's pretty much beating most of his range here.
Oh, queen on the river. Get some. It's going to give Ryan the check mark here. Oh, 260 in the pot, and he's going to go for some... Is he... Oh, yeah, going for some value here. What, 250?
Ford Garrett says, I love when you do the Polish accent. Reminds me of my ex-coworker, Barbara. Barbara. That's my middle name. Veronica Barbara. The battle between Ryan and Adam is like a battle of two wizards.
Yeah.
And layers upon layers of stuff going on.
It's so many levels. Like, what level are you betting right now?
And they probably eventually do level each other. But I love that. I love the dynamic between those two. Veronica and Friends, the little edition.
I love the dynamic between those two right there.
I don't know where Jonathan Little's shoulder went.
Yeah, it's gone. It's not there.
But I'm excited. I'm very excited. I think I might take him to the zoo also.
I don't know if that's a metaphor or...
No. Come, I'd like you to see my elephant. You may know me from such movies as...
I don't know if that's a metaphor.
Is that an elephant's trunk, or are you happy to see me? JD raises in the hijack to 30 with pocket deweys. Adam calls, and so does Patrick. We are 3 ways to a flop.
Lots of nothing for nobody here. Everybody in Whiffsburg. JD with the best currently. You can yawn now until we get back to our Omaha. Until we get back to our PLO.
All my friends are texting me that the stock market's in the tank and cryptocurrency crashed and they have no money. Hey Jacob, what's up? He says, hi Angry Polak.
They won't accept my Monopoly money for dinner. I don't know why.
I'm pretty much going to be paying for dinner for all my friends for a while.
Yeah, speaking of which, what are you doing after the stream? Because I could really use a bite to eat. I'm super results oriented, so that would help me out.
Are you trolling me?
No. All right, Adam is going to take that one down there. Brandon and Adam still are resident big dogs. 3,500 for Brandon, 3,300 for Adam. JD on the short side with this says 325, and I can see JD's got, let's call it almost 5, maybe 450, 470, something like that.
DDOM678 says, let's see how the Sacramento Zoo compares to a zoo called LA. Yeah, the entire city.
Ain't nothing compared to that zoo.
Yeah. I haven't been to the Sacramento Zoo yet. Look at 5-Bet Jesus with his, like, really cute pink headband. I like that he's in touch with his feminine side. I really do. JD races to 20.
Okay, this should be some fun hands here, yeah.
Anthony's gonna call. They haven't changed Anthony. 5-6 Jack.
Wow, misses everybody here.
Anthony's ahead.
Deuce is still good.
4 in the turn. I like that, like, almost camera angle that happened. It's like an 80s movie where you just see a little bit of the background, but like nothing really comes of it. It's like Twin Peaks style.
Like every 80s music video ever.
Vocal Terror says don't go to the zoo. Yeah, I probably don't want to support that. By the way, Vocal Terry, you'll be happy to know I've been eating like almost 90% vegan and a little bit of vegetarian.
You've been eating vegans? That's gross.
I have been. I've been becoming an ethical eater.
So do you try not to eat things with eyes and a face?
I try to not eat things that are suffering in factory farms, where they're just like being caged up and tortured.
But if I went out and hunted something, you would eat it though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not against meat, like, and if something like attacked me, I would kill it. But I don't want to like support factory farming. I'll still eat eggs if they're humanely raised chickens and like they're free and roaming around and stuff.
Master C in the house over there on YouTube. What's going on, bud?
Master C, what's up? Nice to see you.
Ford Garrett says it would tilt me if he had pink hair like Bonomo. That's funny.
I have my pink hair wigs. I haven't worn them in a while.
I see that come out every now and then.
D-Dom says, I like unethical eating. I bet you do.
Unethical eating. I like to eat if my dinner was made on the tears of children.
I think that Peter, so I've been reading Peter Singer, and that's what got me on all of this. I think he's right in that like everybody should go to a factory farm and watch like the slaughter of animals and like the torture of caged animals before they go and eat more meat. Then it would be like, oh, I don't want to eat that pig.
Hamburger with extra bacon to the booth, please. Hamburger with extra bacon to the booth. Thank you. Rick and Barstow with a good PETA analogy there.
Kevin Cram says free-range animals. Yep.
So this looks fun. We got a baby flush draw and wheel draw for Carrie. Brick on the turn, but now heart draw along with a pair for Patrick on the turn. Oh, another 7 on the river. Patrick, way good.
Yeah, Thick Gravy Anima, I saw that actually too.
The Daily Baker coming out with the analogy. Okay, so before you use your iPhone, make sure you go live in a sweatshop for a week. And this is where Veronica brags about not having an iPhone, right?
Oh yeah, I would never have an iPhone.
There you go. Ford Garrett says vegetarian.
I'm gonna have to like wear potato sacks and like walk on leaves to work, and like the carbon emissions from the computer that at my job. Like I'm pretty much just gonna go live under a bridge.
That's stupid.
If I want to be a completely ethical human being.
It's stupid because you'll still get hit on too. Like you're wearing a potato sack with like no makeup because it's tested on animals.
Oh yeah, because I'd rock it.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'd rock it.
Like, dude, you see that chick rocking that sick potato sack? Like, I gotta go say hi to her.
Her hair's like so messy in a sexy way.
I gotta buy her a drink that contains no animal byproducts of any sort.
She like doesn't shower, but 100% guaranteed she's still fresh.
Oh my god, so fresh and so clean.
Ace high flop. Ryan flops the best of it. Now he turns 2 pair, aces up. JD's got some heart. And I don't mean literally. He's betting. Ryan's raising him. And he's thinking maybe he can get some value out of a flush draw. Not gonna happen.
All right, guys, it is about 8:30 here. We're halfway through our stream. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click the follow/heart/subscribe button. We're here with you 3 times a week, spewing cash game live action Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday.
Ford Garrett says vegetarian since 2010, vegan since 2013. Nice work. I'm trying to get there. I had today for the first time that fake meat at Chipotle. What is it called? It's not. It's vegetarian meat.
It's not just soy, right? Soy.
Isn't it soy? Is it soy?
Yeah.
Fried soy? Whatever.
Like I've had soy rizo, like the soy version of chorizo knockoff, which actually was not bad. Like for breakfast with some eggs, it was actually pretty damn good. 78 on Tilt says never have an iPhone. What do you have? She has the Motorola Razr flip phone. She's still rocking it. Or that super old Nokia phone where she can play Snake. Legit.
Boop, 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 boop.
Yep, it makes those same sounds.
Makes those noises.
Super legit. I can see you're a fan of the old school.
Ben's mullet is very environmental.
Oh my god, it's so majestic when he shakes his head.
Do you own a horse? A white horse that you ride here on?
He reads Auto Trader magazine daily. He knows what's up.
Are you sponsored by Old Spice? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Poor guy. I mean, he's just standing there waiting to do his job, and we're just like needling him from the booth. He's like, wait, what?
Love Ben.
Ben's great.
He used to be handsome too.
Yeah, still is. It's called fake meat. No, really. Is it called fake meat? Good God. They don't have it in Barstow.
So Frida's. Frida's? I don't know.
Oh my god, Vocal Terror with the jokes. He's hilarity.
Ace high flop. JD flops top pair.
Let's put a 4 out there for destruction.
Patrick flops second pair. You know I have my hunting license, right? I took a hunter class.
Yeah? They they actually let you use a gun and like aim and shoot at things?
Yeah.
I'm really scared right
I
now.
didn't kill any animals. I was just taught how to kill animals and like how to choose the right ones that are like their horns don't match and stuff.
The horny ones, yeah.
The horny ones.
So this is sad. Look at the outs at the top. Oh, the chain. Look how many outs are dead to him. Check that out. All the ones that were folded, more than half of his outs are killed.
Mr. Sydney, Australia says, hey team from Sydney, Australia. Well, your name kind of gave it away.
I do love it. You know, MJ Sid always tunes into the stream. Definitely become a regular here, and we thank you for that. I love having our international viewer. Always a pleasure.
Battle of the Ages.
AKA, which division will Jake play? I'll set the line at, well, the middle. Either one. I bet you he's going to play the under, but if he busts, you bet your ass he's going to play the over. For sure.
Oh my god, this is so sweet.
Check that out. Look at that. That is the tournament. Is that the tournament for it? The Battle of the Ages. Look at that.
Cool.
The giant tournament that weighs more than anything.
That will end up in your basement.
That you could use to club an intruder in the event of a break-in.
Oh yeah, you can.
For sure. And then I killed him with my poker trophy. You're like, you win. You are awesome.
Yeah, you don't want to pay those medical bills. You gotta take them out with them.
You have to finish him. And guys, let's face it. I'm not a lawyer, but I did hear that if you kill somebody outside your house, make sure you bring him back in. Throw him inside. All right? No? Are we not allowed to give legal advice? What? I'm talking about home intruder stuff, man. Don't make it weird.
I feel like you should not be anybody's life coach. Adam raises the 25 in the cutoff. Brian calls. I'd be scared if Brian was calling, although his range is a little bit capped.
All right, guys, I'll be right back, but on that note, I'm going to leave it with Kevin Cram's comment of Veronica with a gun sounds negative EV for everyone around her. Money in the bank right there.
Kelly's leading this. She did flop a set of queens. I think she could get value out of Broadway draws, but not really much else. And then the turn may come something scary. Well, no. I'm not surprised Ryan folds there. So Adam raises to 125, $100 to call, and Kelly gives it right back to him. 3 bets. 400. I like this 3-bet. She does have an inside straight draw. She has top set. She's nutted right now. She could probably gain some equity out of a backdoor flush draw, which is what Adam has, and Broadway draw. And he's just gonna 4-bet this. He's gonna 4-bet. 5-bet Jesus is real. Here he comes. I've been praying to him. She's gonna jam. Yeah, 5-bet Jesus jam. That's what happens right now. There's no other poker shows that have enough chips for 5-betting. That played out beautifully. Thick Gravy Anima Justin is fired. We're hoping to get rid of him soon. Ford Garrett says he forgot that we're on the West Coast time. Yeah, we are. D-Dom, yes, we're back on PLO. Kevin Cram says, nice bet. 5-bet Jesus Ford Garrett. He is real. I've been praying to him the last 10 years of my life. Kevin Cram says, damn near perfect play on her part. I loved it. I loved it. Is there whipped cream in your cup?
Maybe. But that's for later. That's for later after the show.
Whipped cream.
What? Say what?
Whipped
What
cream.
way? You mean you want some cool whip?
Cool whip.
What do you say it like that? Say what way? What? Say what way? I don't know. I can't do it.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
There's some Jonathan Little, ladies and gentlemen.
Jay Little in the house.
For your loving pleasure.
I like how they call your game the Veronica and Friends Little Edition. It's
I love
solid.
it.
That's super solid. I like that.
He's such a nice guy. He's really just a nice guy and smart.
Go on. Tell me more.
That's it. He's smart and nice. I like him.
Classic. I like that there from MJ Sid said earlier watched PokerStars 1 million to the winner. Second was a Bulgarian lad whose biggest win prior to that tourney was $52.
Nice.
God, life must be nice.
So JD pumps it upstairs. Almost a double suited aces. I think he's gonna take it down. I see some 08 peeps in the hizzy.
Yeah. Those lovely pink chips that come out are $2 chips.
The 612 game and the 816
Those are
game.
so nice.
Yeah,
Those
they're
are so
beautiful.
nice.
I really, really enjoy it, like mainly for just those chips.
Because they didn't used to come out much, so then when they come out, they're so nice and fresh and clean and like almost sharp. They're almost too clean where you can't really stack them or shuffle them good. Now they've got just the right amount of grit on them.
Yeah, they're just a little like Anaherpescapulades.
Wow. It's too many syllables. That's above my pay grade, but I believe you.
Kevin Cram says Jay Little's a nice guy. Yes, he is. Really enjoyed him. Just a proper nice human.
Where's Harlan? Asked MJ Sid. Every now and then we give Harlan the night off.
Might be in Hawaii.
Yeah, Harlan, when he's not here, I feel like he's almost always in Hawaii. Is Harlan a big Omaha guy? He's not really a big Omaha guy, is he?
No, he's a Holdem guy.
Yeah, definitely a Holdem guy. There's two, because other people have too many outs for Harlan. Harlan has just as many outs as you normally have in an Omaha game, but in Holdem, because he's magic. He's basically like unicorn fairy dust. Queen 8 for a couple of clubs out there. JD links up with his 8. Patrick's still in the lead with his 10s. Ghost of M in the house, what's going on?
What's up, Ghost of M? Nice to see you.
Another resident staple here on Stones Live, always a pleasure.
A2 Grex, have you ever called the clock on yourself in a live tournament? No.
I just saw that the other day, actually. A guy had a really tough decision, and he was kind of stewing on it for almost a minute, and then he called clock on himself.
I think that's weird.
It's a little weird. It's a little weird, but I think if you're indecisive and at least you know you're indecisive, then question mark, why not?
Oh my god, where did Brandon go? I can't see him.
There he is. Oh, I see, because he's camoed. I see what you did there.
Yeah. It's like his head's just floating around, and all I can see is his legs.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Oh my
perfect.
gosh.
Wow.
He has like an invisible cloak on.
Didn't see him. JD over there, take note, look at his password, he just put it in. Got him. I think there was a 3 in it. Spoiler alert. Put a chip in a petri dish and see what grows. No thank you, Rick. I know that's what you do in Barstow for fun.
I used to love doing that in my first year biology classes.
Did you throw a lot of different things in a petri dish?
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
This one girl, man, she had some stuff on her hands. Lockjaw bacteria. Causes lockjaw in cows. It's on her hands. Have you ever watched this on your big screen TV?
Oh, absolutely.
It looks sexy, right?
Yeah, only when you're on the stream.
When I shut up.
Oh, see, guys.
When I'm at home and I'm just chilling and tired, I'll lay in bed. I got a 65-inch TV in front of my bed.
Sick brag, yo.
And I watch Stones. I'm like, damn.
Again, this is why you get marriage proposals. Because I'm laying in bed, I got a 65-inch TV, and I watch poker. And you wonder why you get Twitter marriage proposals. I
haven't had that many Twitter marriage proposals.
You will after tonight. Start them up, boys and ladies. We don't judge.
Addo Greg says, I've done it 3 times to pick up reads on opponents. people aren't used to it and give off a bunch of tells when it happens.
About what? What has he done?
Calling clock on himself.
Oh, interesting. And you're getting reads from that? My mind hurts. Lockjaw on hands. Genius.
Yeah, I know how to get rid of all your other opponents. I don't think it does anything to humans, but she probably lived like on an acreage near a farm.
MJ Sid says, find me on Tinder. I think you might be a little out of her geographical range. I think being in Australia. You're like, hey, you matched with somebody in Sydney. Congratulations. Yay.
Swim.
You have a pen pal.
Poker Hooker says eating cookies she made from scratch. Obviously. No, I actually don't eat the cookies myself.
You just make them for people?
Mabes.
Well, obviously not important people because I've never got one.
Cookies?
You look like you just enjoy smelling them and then throwing them in the trash. She's like, guys, for dessert, I'm gonna have half an M&M. I'm on the supermodel diet. Thank you. Okay. And for breakfast, it's just an orange juice soaked cotton ball. It's great. You're gonna love it.
Swallow the cotton ball.
And then makes you throw up at least 3 to 8 times a day. Bulimia, not the best, but you can also read minds when you do it.
Fort Garrett says, marry me, Veronica. I don't have much, but I know what love is. I want to know what love is.
That's cool, although I think he was taking the more Forrest Gump approach.
I want you to show me.
Yeah, have you ever seen how ugly that guy is? You can see why he wants to know what love is. Poor foreigner.
JD Racist 25 gets a bunch of callers.
We can live in New Jersey, like that's the selling point. Look, online gambling is so legal here.
566 on the flop. 2 on the turn. Adam with kings is probably going to take this down if he sticks around.
And everybody is running away. Adam takes it down.
I don't think that even, like, I don't think I could live in New Jersey. I don't think I could leave California.
So I've been to Jersey once, and I started in Newark, and I'm sorry. That's all I can really say about Newark.
I've been to New York twice, maybe 3 times actually. Been to New Jersey. Nope.
Oh, I was specifically talking about, did you say New York or Newark?
New York.
Okay, so I was talking about Newark, New Jersey. And yeah, the potholes that you guys call potholes are really just ditches of concrete. Those things are humongous. That's insane out there.
The Gravy Anima says playing New Jersey online right now. Suck it, Justin. Kelly raises to 15.
I'm jealous.
I'm going to go for a minute.
She's going to go research flights to New Jersey.
No.
Yeah, she is. Don't let her fool you. All right, King Jack 5 Rainbow on the flop. Ryan connecting with top pair. 7's a pretty beast mode here for Brandon. Nobody's got the Jack. If a 7 comes, it could be some fun fireworks. If you marry her, you'll have 32.5 inches of TV. I see what you did there. We're already prepping for the divorce. Fun times, guys. Fun times. See, I Scott the Dealer, Newark is much worse than New York. Thank you. I was like, I think we're getting it twisted here. Newark and New York are very different places. I love you all in the chat. You guys are fantastic. You are watching Stones Live here. We are broadcasting from Stones Gambling Hall, 100% live with you here out of Citrus Heights, California, located right outside Sacramento, California. Or if you're not doing so good at the tables, let's call it Stuckramento or Stackramento. This is a fun 5-5 mixed game here. No limit and pot limit Omaha. No limit Holdem, pot limit Omaha. Ah, those aren't potholes. They're shallow graves from mob heads. MJ, the vibe yesterday for the Super Bowl was hopping at Stones. Absolutely hopping. What they did was they ran a big Super Bowl tournament, and then they actually were doing cash splash pots in the tournament games. So you could win a tournament pot every time there was something scored in the Super Bowl. You could win a tournament pot that actually had real cash in it. So people were going after these pots like crazy and trying to subsidize their buy-in mid-tournament. It was an absolute shit show of awesomeness. So that's what I love about Stones. They always do really fun things depending on what's going on, you know, and that's always good times. 399 here. Battle of nothings. Ace high for Ryan. Bets it and wins it. Poker Hooker, how often does this mixed game run? You know, I want to say not very often. I haven't seen it super regular. I've seen it a couple times, I want to say, before this at most. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. I mean, it's kind of interesting you have to find the right mix of players who want to play it. Because sometimes you have Omaha players who really are kind of over Holdem and they don't want to play it, and a lot of times you have Holdem players who haven't really played too much Omaha. So I love this. This is a pretty solid, eclectic mix. Once again, guys, YouTube and Twitch all the time. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We make your work week tolerable. Like, follow, subscribe, all the above. We are 100% free with you.
I was waiting for Holdem to leave.
Understandable. All right, so we got a raise here by JD to 15 from the hijack, the Queen 9 suited. Brandon with Ace Queen wants some from the big. I would expect to see a 3-bet here. Yeah, Rick and Barstow nailed it. Somebody was asking, MJ Sid was asking how was the action here with Super Bowl yesterday, and I said it was hopping. Bunch of cash games, splash splash pots in the tournaments.
I walked in 5 minutes late to the game that I had signed up for, and it was full.
Wow.
And they wouldn't let me play it. And I just left because it was going to be like a 6-hour wait. Because they only had one 6-12 running because all the tables were full.
Ford Garrett, thank you very much for the kind words, man. We're always glad to have you tune in. Very cool. Top pair for both JD and Brandon. Battle of the Kickers. This ought to be fun. Brandon, who originally 3-bet pre-flop, is now firing out 130. And JD's going to think about what he wants to do here. Looks like
they both have top pair.
He's going to come along.
You can't love Queen 9 here.
Until the 9 on the turn? Oh, now he's open-ended, but now the flush draw gets there. Everybody hates it. This is going to be weird. Let's see here. If a king comes, it's no good for JD. Yeah, that's a very scary turn card. Unless JD wants to start repping. If JD wants to start representing this flush, I think that's what he's going to go for here. 460 in the pot.
You definitely get a better hand to fold here.
Let's see what he puts out. It's at 100 and something. It's about what Brandon bet on the flop is what it looks like.
You could get a two-pair ace-queen type hand to fold here.
Yeah, this board's so coordinated and scary. There's so many river cards too that are easily bluff territory. That's not one of them. That's definitely not.
In order for JD to win this hand, he's gonna have to make it look like a super value bet on the river.
Kevin Cram says, who's the guy with all the patches in C2? That is Adam. He's definitely a regular on the stream. Likes to pretty much play any level.
He's post patches. He doesn't have patches. Those are just like
that's part of the shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how sponsored up he is.
He didn't just like buy a shirt and then like iron out all of his own patches.
No. They like went out of their way to put his sponsorship on the shirt and just give him the actual shirt. Because the patches are for like lower level players.
You know what? He's actually said C2, but they changed it to C3. So C3 over there is actually Ryan, and he's got running up logos, I believe, on there. Same
Ryan's
thing.
A pretty good player, also. I actually haven't seen Ryan play badly on this stream. I like me some Ryan.
Like, just when you want to find something, like a way to nitpick his play, he makes like a phenomenal laydown or a phenomenal call, and you're like, you're a beast. Like, good for you.
He's a beast. He's pretty amazing. Like, you know, I have a picture of him at my bed on my nightstand. It's not really that big of a deal, but I do like pray to it sometimes.
Oops.
So JD raises to 20. Brandon calls and Carrie calls.
Lots of clubs. Oh God.
Club draw.
And
although she's getting blocked by Brandon and JD, and JD flops top 2.
Did he? Is it really ace queen on the flop? And he's got running club potential. Oh wow! Oh my God! Wow. Okay,
he's
so
not going to make very much money.
JD just murdering the world here.
Yeah, Carrie's not going to give him any more money. That's the one thing, when you start crushing boards this hard, you better hope that your opponent has like a super strong hand also. She would basically have to have like some sort of jack combo.
I mean, don't get me wrong, we've definitely seen something like ace king and kings here tonight already. That was so sick.
She specifically jack 10 might pay him off here. But Jack 10 stay on that turn? Yeah, I guess they check the turn.
You know, it's funny. The only other time I've ever seen that sort of ace king versus kings thing is I saw it one time like a decade ago, and it flopped. Same thing, ace king, and it was, here you go, ship it. Nasty. So nasty.
Thick gravy enema blocks his own value. Oh. It's because you have all aces in your hand, and they can't be all the same suit, but blocking yourself.
Stealth Katsu in the house on Twitch. This room's absolutely located right outside Sacramento, right off Highway 80. You can't miss it.
It's literally a block from Sacramento.
Yeah. Citrus Heights, California. If you're driving on Highway 80, it's the Antelope exit. You literally can't miss it. There's a giant sign that says Stones. Sacramento.
Kim and Cram, there's no way those guys paid for their shirts. It would be bad if they paid for their shirts. Those are like, they have to be sponsored. If you get the shirt for free, you're freaking amazing.
Yeah.
If you have to pay for that shirt, you're like, that's funny.
Congratulations on winning this giant tournament for like $100,000. Now, can you give me $26 for this shirt, please? Here you go.
Flop is, so Anthony raced a 20, JD called. Flop is 8 high.
Rick and Barstow, good night, bud. Thanks for tuning in.
Flops second pair and continues and thinks, he's beating most of Anthony's range here. This definitely connects better with a calling range than it does a raising range in Holdem.
Stealth Cat 2 says, nice, I'm up in Seattle. Come on down. Come on down.
Not that far.
Same Highway 80. It's all around the U.S. If you have a Highway 80 near you, get on it, drive to us. We're here. I promise.
Already did.
Guys, this is what we're talking about, the Win the Button Bounty Edition coming up Monday, February 19th. That is 2 weeks from today, guys, at noon sharp. 30K guaranteed. It's going to be rad. You're going to love it. $330 buy-in, 30-minute levels, 12K in chips, and $100 bounties for every player that you knock out. Yeah, the Win the Button tournament was a huge hit last time. We had an alternate list like a mile long. Does this move actually work with all of your other polygamous husbands?
No.
No. But I do respect that. The good old, I'm so tired right now. This is comfortable.
Anna says, I print my own patches at Kinko's. Fake it till you make it.
I respect that. Yeah, I like that.
We're waiting for the action to catch up.
Biggity bam. Oh, hey, look at that.
Did you say biggity bam?
Biggity bam. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Nope. I
start loving you and then I start hating you.
I'm doing it right then. Yeah.
Patrick flops top pair.
Top pair versus nut flush draw.
Turn comes.
Hey, pair with a flush draw. Yay.
Does increase your equity a bit. Checked around on the turn. 7 on the river. Forgot what time it was.
Ford Garrett, nice. That was your first time viewing the stream. Was the Vloggers game with Nimi, Brad Owen, Poker Crowd, Raise, Checker, all the above. And you know what? We are going to have another Vloggers game coming up relatively soon in the next few months. I know it is on the books, and we are just working out some final details right now. So that was a lot of fun.
I was actually sad that I wasn't doing commentary in the Vloggers game.
And you know, not only was that a lot of fun, but all of the vloggers obviously doing their own thing. You got to see everybody's own unique version of the game. I thought it was really funny. I believe it was Poker Kraut. Every time we talk about making a read, right? Every time Poker Kraut had a monster hand where he just busts out this little tiny tripod and camera, and I'm like, you could totally use that for false tells. Like if you have garbage and you're just bluffing, like bust out the tripod and camera right on the table. Don't worry about it. Big hand coming. When did Stone start streaming? Well, you were the first, a couple years ago now, to like over 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.5.
It's going to be 3 years this year.
Boom.
Yeah, Jake and I were the very first commentary team.
Yep. Back
did all the shows.
Before we had any lights or anything, it was basically like, it looked like, yeah, it was you and Jake in like mom's basement, like, hey, look, they're playing cards.
Playing cards.
Oh, yeah, look at them.
It's a limp pot.
I think they're playing bridge.
Ace, 5-6.
Open-ended for JD.
Ford Garrett says, yay, another Vloggers game. I would say it with more emotion, but I just don't care to.
You know what's funny? There was, I believe we were one vlogger short, or we had one seat open, and David Valdez got the seat. And everybody tuning in for the Vloggers game, everybody's just like, who's this guy? Where's his vlog? He's like, no, he's just a local crusher who comes in. He's like, you guys are playing poker? I'm in. Like, what's going on here?
Valdez should do vlogs.
Dude, he should. It's actually pretty funny.
He is very funny.
I like when they're always playing, when they're playing Settlers of Catan, like him and Colvin, and they're just like, oh, just playing this little board game, and they just flash like $1,000. They're like, just a small buy-in board game.
Degenerates. Weird Yo says all the book rooms should switch to 4-color decks. I don't know if I agree with that. I think 4-color decks on the live stream or on TV, but 2-color decks live. This game's kind of slowed down. I want to bring back the PLO to kind of make it a little more fun. Adam raises to 25. JD calls. Ace, Jack 3. Adam bets 25, and JD, his #1 customer, calls with a 3. Adam has nothing.
Little board pair on the turn here. This will be interesting to see if this slows things down. Maybe JD can take advantage of it. Check. Adam checks behind there. 5 on the river actually gives Adam the check mark, and check. And look, JD's gonna see the bad news here. Oh God, I knew I made a good read. And yeah, nice hand. For Garrett chiming in about the vloggers game says, yeah, Seat 1 wasn't a vlogger, that's who we were talking about. Said poor Jeff almost quit poker after that. I enjoy the 4-color decks. I like them.
I hate them. I'm a traditionalist.
Well, I think I grew used to them when I was just playing a lot online, because when you're playing that many tables, it just makes it so much easier to just like quick spot your hands, you know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, there's a flush draw, Here's me ribbing the crap out of somebody.
Like anything, I'm sure that I'd get used to it. Are there any casinos that use 4-card decks? Like, I've never played 4-card decks live. I don't think there's any.
I've never had a 4-color deck live. You know, I was actually talking with Justin about like, hey, why don't we make our decks 4-color decks? And the problem is that we have to buy these decks normally about 100 of them at a time. You know, like $100 a deck, so they cost like, you know, 10 grand. So maybe once those decks run out.
Degenerates is trying to pull me out of
the local crusher
and go eat instead.
Well, I mean, you didn't even jump to the stream till a couple minutes late. Why does it even matter? Just go.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I like how Brandon like pulls up his hand, looks at it. Nope, nothing. No, nothing to do with that. 4-color deck is not poker. I would like to see somebody new to the game flip it over and be like, I have 5 blue ones. I have all of the blues. Do I win?
Jacks. Jokers.
All of the jokers.
This is a limp pot, and I'm bored.
Too many 10s for Adam.
Kelly's 10s are blocked. JD races to 25. Thank goodness.
Hey man, after all that work, you get my hair down there.
King 5 deuce.
Ooh, top 2 for JD.
JD flops top 2. Kelly.
And a weird wheel draw too with ace 4. Wow, JD's got the world here. Check this out.
Stealth Kakas says JD's on the laptop. Yep. He's always on the laptop. I'm so tired. I don't get enough sleep. I stopped drinking coffee. It's probably not a good idea. I drink coffee only like once in a while when I go downtown on weekends or something. I had my first coffee in like 2 months on Saturday.
Did it super spaz you out when you had it?
No, I thought it would, but it was nice and clean. It was like pure as Colombian cocaine.
Pure Colombian gold?
Yeah.
I like it.
Kevin Cram says Justin nailed it when you were playing tables online. It's easier to find your spots.
You just need to. You get so many. You get just so
It's like you
card blinded.
should have 4 colored decks in the bedroom too. Ah! Here all night, folks. Finding spots.
For the 4 color decks.
Anthony raises to 25. Double suited. I like it.
Leave the 4 color decks for Uno only. Fair enough.
JD calls. Adam calls.
Everybody in everybody's range here. Check this out.
The PLO gets the game out of the muck.
Yeah, 130 in the pot, all ready to rock. Boom. Queen high board. Anthony connects top pair.
No one's got a diamond draw, surprisingly. There's a lot of people in this pot. It would be difficult for anyone with a queen to bet.
That kind of thins out the equity between a few players here.
So Ryan's reaching for chips. He does have a 9. He could hit. No. He doesn't have a great draw. Poker Hooker said floating head did not call. Yeah.
You know, speaking of different decks and stuff, I swear to God, I'm like a bit of a card snob now, because I'll go over to my folks' house, right? And they'll be like, oh, let's play some rummy or something, and they bust out this bicycle deck. It's the same deck they've had for like 15 years. All the cards are stuck together.
Why don't you get them a new one?
I did, and they lost it. I got them like a nice set of like
So go get
2-pack
it.
Copex. I will.
Get it.
I'm gonna keep getting them because I'm like every time I go over here, I can't play with these guys. I literally can't. The cards are stuck together. I can't.
Rivers,
So bad.
the nut flush. Board's not paired. He has the absolute stone cold nuts. Ryan with 2 pair.
It just bugs me when that same bent card I know is the 5 of hearts every time. I'm jaded. Let it happen. Ryan kind of hit everything and nothing all at the same time.
Why? Oh yeah, he raised. I'm like, why just the call? All in, yeah.
Chip Avalanche, I am nice to my folks, but I will actually just buy them another upgraded set.
Be nice to your parents. Use their sticky deck.
Just come on, Ma, you're gonna love it. No, I'll buy them another set.
One Gully Soil said Ryan betting blockers. Yeah, pretty much.
I like the two different sides of this.
Just mark them and clean
exactly.
your parents
Chip
out.
Avalanche is like, just be nice to your parents and use their deck, and the other one is Thick Gravy Animate. No, just take them for all they're worth.
I would.
Yeah, you're not coming over for the home game. Actually, for Mother's Day, I brought my mom in here to play poker. That's what she wanted to do.
I know.
Mother's Day.
I saw the snaps. She's a good time.
Guys, please don't take that out of context. She's a lovely lady. Thank you.
I don't remember the last time I was this tired.
About an hour left on our stream, guys. Veronica's super stoked about it. All you East Coasters and worldwide people chime in. Obviously, we know MJ Sid there tuning in from Australia. Where's everybody else tuning in from? There's a couple locals in there. You just love that pink headband, don't you?
I do.
It is.
I
It's
really
nice.
like Anthony.
Somebody's trying to make a read on. They're like, well, he's got a pink headband. Do I adjust my range here? I don't know.
JD raises to 25. Three-way to a flop. 3-5 king.
Oh my God.
2 spades. Now JD, can you flop any better? Nut flush draw.
JD's loving
with
life.
top pair, top.
Patrick with a mystery hand. Looks like he checks over to JD.
Ryan's got a backdoor flush draw on queens. He can't love that spot.
Chiming in from Illinois. Right on.
B.O. Kalen. Illinois sounds completely frozen and horrible to live at.
And there is your partner in crime from New Jersey.
Kevin Cram from Toronto, Canada. What's up, Canada?
Canada.
I grew up in Canada. Ford Garrett wants everyone's locations.
and then she moved here and she got arrested, so now she can't go back to Canada.
Yeah, my parole officer's out here.
Not allowed. Shouldn't have been hooking.
Stock market crashed. I had to make money somehow.
Yeah. You know, when we talk about Christmas and ho ho ho, it doesn't exactly mean that, but you know, however you gotta do it.
Gotta take care of business. Cards are in the air. 4 of them, hopefully. Yes.
South Florida in the house over there on Twitch from Cardman. What's going on? Stones is located the other side of the U.S., my friend, right outside Sacramento, California.
WPT Niagara starts tomorrow in Toronto, Canada. Super excited.
Where are all the Bitcoin live pros at now? Sea Chickens 32 in the house.
What's up, Sea Chicken? Haven't seen you in a while. Adam races to 40. Patrick calls. Deuce, 9-10, 2 clubs. Patrick flops a pair and has a flush draw.
Not Brant in the house. Nothing like watching Train on the internet while cleaning his house. Thank you. Make sure you handle all of that, by the way. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. In case you're wondering what he's doing, guys, he did send me a picture of him reorganizing my Tupperware cabinet like I was joking. Because you should have seen my Tupperware cabinet before. That's legit. Oh, wow. I didn't know we were actually going to do that full screen. There you go, Brant. Your hard work in the chat. Because he's at home cleaning. He likes to clean. Just let him clean. I don't ask questions. Oh, God. That's my favorite right there.
9s and 10s with a jack for Patrick.
Wow.
This bet.
Getting it out.
JD is calling Ameritrade right now to find out why his account is at negative 3,000.
He's calling that 1-800-GAMBLER number to ask them how he should have played his last hand.
Who asked for the soup of the day?
It's the soup du jour, idiot. Jeez.
Like, people actually order the soup of the day? Service? What's the soup of the day? I've never seen anyone ask for the soup of the day.
Sea Chicken says, been busy hiding from past due child support / bookies. Vocal Terror says, I'm glad you added the slash. Could have gotten weird. Child support bookies.
Vocal Terror says Anthony does what he wants.
True.
I make amazing soup.
What kind? All kinds?
All kinds.
Nice.
I usually make it for about 24 hours. My mushroom soup is to die for.
Used to be a big fan of minestrone back in the day.
No, I make, so my mother taught me how to make soups, and the mullet is in a ponytail. I just don't understand it.
But the thing is, that's what makes it so great, is you can't, who can really understand the mullet? You can't understand. It looks so glorious. It looks so great.
What's going on right now?
It's a mullet in disguise.
Mullet in disguise.
It's like Transformers, like robots in disguise, but it's a mullet. It looks good. Guys, if you have a mullet and want to propose to Veronica, do it now. So on Twitter, you have her handle there at the bottom.
If you have a mullet, call me.
Yeah, verbal's binding.
Ryan races to 20.
Sea Chicken says I like vegetable alphabet soup.
Sea Chicken says SpaghettiOs considered a soup, so that's my jam.
Look at that. Top set for Brandon. Life is not bad here.
I don't know how you Americans eat SpaghettiOs.
You know, you've been here long enough. You don't have to say you Americans like you're not American at this point.
Yeah, but I eat everything from scratch. except for Chipotle.
Where's all the scratch you get come from? Where do you purchase scratch? Whenever I hear the name Cobra and they're calling him to my table, I get worried. I don't want to play against Cobra.
I haven't seen Cobra in the stream for a while.
When you see him on the stream, though, he's generally crushing at life if he's getting even semi-decent cards. All right, so bet 45 by Brandon here, top set. Carrie makes the call. This is a bit of a scary straight card potential here. Carrie with the mystery hand.
Crazy Captain, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Brandon with the monster straight. Hey, I had no problem with SpaghettiOs. It's legit.
Gross. So disgusting.
Yeah, get that Chef Boyardee in your life and in your veins. Let it flow through.
So gross. My body would reject it.
I don't want to know what that looks like.
I saw you drive your Corvette here. Well, I saw your Corvette outside.
Well, it is my car, so yes, I had to get here. It's
Your
true.
yellow Corvette.
Cool.
You and I went in that yellow Corvette, played music really loud, dropped the top, and went and tried on every single outfit and hat and caricature thing in that store.
And it was absolutely awesome.
It was the funniest snap ever that day.
That was a lot of fun.
I still have those snaps.
Mm-hmm.
We're wearing bear heads.
Yeah, it was good. It was solid. And we're talking. Oh god, that was so
Oh,
good.
baby Jesus.
Those were some good snaps.
I live in New Jersey, and I can't get out. Call God and baby Jesus. They're listening to me.
Oh god. Jay Cook, thank you for the kind words over there on YouTube. Who are these commentators? As in, I thought he was going to say, what the hell? But they are awesome.
Surf and snowboard. What's up? Welcome to the chat. I had a patient that used to call me, "Oh, Veronica, come here. Call the doctor." I can't even tell you what she complained about.
Let me guess. She farted and it came out of her...
No, it went into her vagina.
That's what it was. Wow. Good guess.
It went into my vagina.
See, she wasn't going to say it, guys, so don't fire her, management. But, I mean, I kind of coerced her into it. I'm just saying.
Oh, my God. My nursing career has given me the best comedy writing script.
Oh, that's pure gold. Pure gold. Those nursing stories, pure gold.
MJ Sydney, Australia says, "Bomb pod this mofo."
Wait till we start Stones After Dark. Then it's going to be raw and uncensored, Veronica. That's where everybody's going to tune in with a glass of Cavassier and just hang out.
That's exactly what our audience does. SpaghettiOs and Cavassier.
That sounds so legit. America.
It's actually America.
Sorry. America with like a little apostrophe there.
I think Gravy Enema says, "Is there a medical term for that?" Yes. Somewhere. Floating head. Folds.
Oh my god. I can't even try to pronounce that word.
Ford Garrett, I actually have done stand-up, and the YouTube video is on YouTube.
We'll look it up.
I should put it in the chat, right? Do you guys want me to put it in the chat?
You guys asked for it. Boom.
You talk through this hand, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, it's all good. Well, there's not much going on. Kelly with the mystery hand here. Patrick does pair his 7 for middle pair. Kelly reaching for more chips, our original aggressor. She's going to fire out, looks like 30. I'll let you try to pronounce that word that our thick gravy enema left you here. That looks like a lot of fun. All right, 8 on the turn here.
Okay,
Patrick with kind of a weird straight draw.
I found it.
Oh wow, look at you. How long is the bit?
It's 5 minutes.
Nice.
Okay,
How long ago was this? When was this recent?
no, like 3 years ago.
This is awesome. Oh, 7 on the river. Lots of 7s for Patrick. This could be a bit of a hand ender here for Kelly. And with that check, I would imagine it is. Patrick reaching for chips. 230 in the pot. He's going to bet 100.
Okay, I'm putting it in the chat.
Quick call by Kelly.
My link got deleted. Insta delete.
Are you... Oh, yeah. It's rough.
Seriously?
It's funny, I can't actually see you in our chat right here.
My link got
either or.
insta deleted.
Even just saying hey. You know what? I'll tell you what. Taylor can look it up. Is it published? Is it like... Is it
Yeah.
hidden? Okay, Taylor can probably look it up and put it in there.
I think I have. I'm gonna send it to Taylor.
Can they just search Veronica Brill on YouTube? No. She's on her special stage name. It's Candy.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to Vocal Terror. Okay, Vocal Terror, put it up. It won't let me put it up.
Once again, you guys are watching Stones Live. I'm Justin Kelly, along with the one and only Veronica Brill. Hanging out. Got a little mixed game, No Limit Holdem and PLO. Right now we are playing some of that lovely Pot Limit Omaha. JD there in C1, Adam in C2. Sea Chicken says he value-owned himself with bad trips on a flush board. That's rough. And like we talked about before, generally when there's a flush board or paired board in Omaha, it's a lot scarier than in traditional Hold'em. A lot stronger hands, a lot more cards in play. Most of the time if there's a flush on board, somebody has it. If there's a paired board, potential boat, somebody has it.
Okay, I put it on the YouTube, and Vocal Terror put it on Twitch.
There it is. Perfect. Hey, I've been there. That's awesome. Good for you. I'll have to check that out later.
Pause it, yeah.
That is actually on my to-do list. I want to do a little run, little stand-up comedy.
Thick Gravy, Anima found my nurse stuff. I do have a nursing YouTube channel also.
Blenderized, yeah?
Yeah, Blenderized RN.
Very cool. I actually just saw that business card today. It's on my counter.
I haven't done much with it for a while.
Ford Garrett says, remember to open up a new tab, guys. We need to keep the ratings up. Guys, I don't know if you've done this, but if you're on Twitch or YouTube, you can actually pop out the chat, having its own separate window. That's the way I do it. It's a lot easier to communicate with both you guys, so that way you kind of get the best of both worlds. Normally, her entourage does it for her before she hops into the booth, but today, unfortunately, they were a little slow.
I don't have an entourage. I just have
You prefer
Crushers.
Diva Squad?
Crushers as all my inner circle.
Sick brag.
World Series of Poker bracelet winners.
Keep going.
Cash game crushers. Pretty much, yeah.
Oh dear God. OMG.
That cannot be unseen.
Wow, I mean,
Do you notice how they cut it out so that my hair?
It's such a bad good Photoshop that like somebody did that on their phone in Snapchat and then like screenshot it. That's how bad that Photoshop is. We do love Lon though. Lon, the only player to date, I believe, who's tried to bet his dog in a pot. Actually.
Yeah, on Veronica and Friends.
Yeah, very solid. Everybody in the chat super jealous they couldn't bring in their dogs. Well, if you've been the voice of poker for like the past decade and some change, then you could have brought in your dog.
Kelly raised us to 20 with a King Jack 3. King's Jack 3. Carrie decides to call. JD and Adam decide to come along for this ride. 4-way to a flop. Crazy Captain says, good opening joke. Thanks.
Now I really want to listen to your stand-up.
Ace high flop. JD flops top pair. I'm trying to see if that 5-7 connects wrapped around Adam's hand.
That ace 4 deuce 3 for Carrie is just beast on this little wheel draw down
Adam's
there.
open-ended. And no one's got a flush draw. Wonka McGrill, Fort Garrett says.
Everybody's coming along here. Kelly gets out of the way.
Ten of hearts on the turn. This may slow down some action.
Nobody actually with the flush, but definitely slowing it down.
9 on the river.
And this is going to give Adam the check mark here. 2 pair. JD bets 85. Yeah, I can't blame Adam for this fold ever. It's a pretty nasty board where you beat pretty much almost nothing, and this bet gets through. And JD taking it down.
Nice little $300 pot.
This right here is why you silenced the text message thread. When there's 59 messages, you're like...
What group chat are you in?
There's like 3 or 4 people just talking smack, but like I don't have time for that. If that beeped every time it went off,
Ain't
like
nobody
I'd
got
have...
time for that.
No, ain't nobody got time for that. I have no life. And I already have no life. I'd even have even less. Brandon back in camo mode. You cannot see him.
I can't see him.
Oh, I didn't even see him at the table there.
All I can see is his chips and like and a hand. Bigger Ultra, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat. Patrick with an ace king. Raises to 20. I'm surprised Anthony didn't call on the cutoff there. Late position. I don't think it's a horrible call. King Queen. I don't think it's a horrible fold either. King Queen. JD on the button. 3 bets to 50. Patrick just calls.
King high board could be a little scary, and that's going to be sweet relief for JD to get away.
Patrick now flops top top.
Quick bet by Patrick here. JD. Oh, no, he's getting out of there.
Let's go.
Yeah. Looks like Patrick showed it. He's like ace king, way good. You can get a value from a lot of hands there.
We're gonna see the turn in the river. You can pay the dealers $5 to rabbit hunt.
No. See, chicken, I respect that. Raindrop, drop top. He flopped top top. It's very current. I get what you did there. Smoking the cookies, the hot box. You flop a top, top, top. That's actually just his life story. Jamie Gold's jam. Well done, Sea Chicken. I do love our chat. Pokemon Club, what's going on over there on the YouTube side? Kevin Cram, 4 Garrett, obviously. Bigger Ultra there on the Twitch side. Moobot, always hanging out.
Viscount 01, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat. Ace high flop.
Every time Patrick has an ace, he just flops an ace. It must be nice.
JD pre-flop racing at 30, gets a couple customers.
It's exactly what happened last hand. Patrick with ace high, JD with king high. Still getting there.
Crazy Captain, I feel like you know this, man. I feel like you're trolling us.
Right outside Sacramento, California. Oh my god, top 2 now for Patrick on the turn. Oh wow, that's great. Check that out. So Patrick did bet 30 on the flop. JD raised to 100, then he quick called. Turn, Patrick bets 150 now over to JD. Good fold. Grooves Poker, what's going on? Jay Cook, yo yo.
The Caribbean Enema says, Veronica, you are a matter I'd like to fact. Oh, my mother's hilarious. My mother made so many like non-swear swears, like inadvertently sweared so much at the booth at the farmer's market. Everybody was like on the floor dying, and she sold out all the time. It made her rich. That accent was everything.
So you need to do another stand-up comedy, but you need to like actually bring in your mom's like a guest star in the comedy.
My mom's coming to visit, so I'm hoping she'll come in the booth with me.
That would be epic. Veronica and Ma.
You know love mother. Why you embarrass mother? What you do? Like why you tell people lies? I have no accent. I speak perfect.
The best part is she'd be in here and she'd be like, "What's so funny?" and everybody's just gonna be dying laughing. Be like, "Ma."
She doesn't want to be the brunt of the jokes.
She doesn't want to be the blunt of the joke either.
The brunt of the jokes. She does not. She's actually quite funny on her own. Have you ever met her?
Unfortunately, no, I haven't.
Yeah,
actually.
She's quite funny.
I feel it because I like, again, if you follow her on Snapchat, she has these great snaps with her mom and her dad, and they're always great. Or if she wasn't around, she always gives the perfect retell of it, with accent included.
Thick Gravy Enma says Fire Tuckman hire a mother for World Series of Poker. Yeah. Basecat says the butt of the jokes. I don't know English.
English hard.
You know, my spelling is horrible, but my grammar is great.
It's
I don't know how that
horrible.
works. Horrible. The butt of the jokes. Gustanuts9, what's up? Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat. Hey, hey, hey. Miss Camera 1 says my English is just okay. Me too. Kevin Cram says, I didn't see how C2 got all of those chips. Did he rebuy? No. No, he won some hands. Groups Poker says, hey folks, just got home. Ryan is rigged. Jay Cook says, America, Cheetos and porn while watching 6 sit-and-goes. Yeah. that is
America indeed, guys. Welcome, welcome.
JD raises to 20.
Sea Chicken asks, you think after playing a round of PLO that it's hard for players to call down light and no limit? You think it kind of changes up the way they're playing the games because you're switching back and forth every 10 hands?
I think it would make people call for more light because it gets a little boring with 2 cards.
Woo!
Flop is 8, Queen, Jack. Kelly flops top 2. Carrie flops a pair with an inside straight draw.
How'd you get into poker, VNJ? How'd you get in there?
My best friends were degenerates and taught me how to play.
It's pretty awesome. Pretty much the same thing here, but we lost all our money playing blackjack, and I wasn't ready to stop
Oh
gambling.
yeah, I
for the
played
night.
blackjack for a long time before I played poker.
And then once I learned poker, there was no going back.
I was a nitty little blackjack player, and I used to play my rush. I used to get mad when people didn't play well, and like I had a friend that was a blackjack tournament winner, and it's stupid.
Not Brant, thanks for the cheers, thanks for the bits, my friend. Top cheer by Space Mexican, still at 200 bits. I think you tied it, you didn't beat it. You need to do 201 bits, sir.
They're all talking about Bitcoin.
Blackjack is abusable if you are a beast mode card counter.
I would try to play 1 or 2 decks in blackjack. I never played more than 2 decks. Blackjack.
Yeah, I enjoy playing like a good single deck, hopping in there and just whack.
When what's that? Sahara was around. I could play single deck blackjack at Sahara.
Sea Chicken chiming in on Twitch says, I think they get used to seeing big hands win, like straights, flushes, full houses, etc. And their mind actually gets trained that big hands are winning, harder to call down with like ace high or bottom pair in Holdem, switching back and forth. I think once you do it enough, I think a lot of these players are seasoned to where that they're pretty keen at switching back and forth. But yeah, you definitely got to be super aware of everything going on at the table.
Carrie races to 30 in the big blind. She said, I didn't want anyone to fold. I just wanted everyone to raise. 3, 4, 8. She got what she wanted. Carrie's still ahead here in a C-bet.
And Carrie takes it down. Let's see here. ASD Waffle says, you don't need to be a beast mode card counter, right? It's just like -1, 0, +1, etc. You know, I don't know too much about card counting. I would say
it's not wizard stuff.
Yeah, you know, but it is. I would like to be though on the back side of things, behind the scenes with trying to. Just sweating the guy who's trying to catch the cheaters. Just like, watch this. If once the deck gets to a certain rich point, if he starts high betting or something, I mean, it'd be interesting to see how they catch him behind the scenes, though.
It's still not easy. Like, you still have like such slim edges.
Yeah.
If that.
All you're really doing is trying to gain the extra few percent edge. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, he's a card counter, so he's 90% to win. You know what I mean? It's not.
You have like a 2% edge on the house if you're good at it, I think.
My favorite thing ever is when I got accused of counting cards at a poker game, playing Holdem.
That's hilarious.
That was a lot of fun. He really was serious about it, and then threatened to call the floor. So I said, go for it.
Yeah, good.
And then he started telling the floor this, and I think it was like in Saturday Night Live when they're really trying not to laugh and break on camera. The floor's trying to have a serious conversation with this guy, but it's just not going well.
I would have loved to watch that.
That was so great. And then his hammer drunk friends came in there and started fighting security, so they were a bunch of A+ people, you can imagine. Dude, seats 8 and 9 go to the same hairdresser. That's good.
Say the worst ones.
What's that bad?
Ryan raises to 35. Brandon and JD are his customers at Ryan's Wholesale Goods. Ace 5, 7, 2 hearts. Brandon flops top pair. You can't see him, but he's reaching for chips.
So you see Chicken knows what's up. When I first started telling my family that I was playing poker, they asked if I was good at counting cards. Yeah, see, I got 2 in my hand, and there's 3 out there.
I remember telling my parents, like, yeah, I made $300 last night. They're like, but how much did you lose?
Oh, yeah, all the way.
They would, like, yell at me.
Oh.
My parents just yell.
Oh, my parents had no idea about, like, tournaments, right? So I'm like, oh, my God, I'm playing so I can win, like, $5,000. And when I don't win...
And you have 100,000 in chips, and
yeah.
why you haven't cashed out.
Yeah, and then when I don't win, they're just like, oh, man, so you lost $5,000? I was like, no, it doesn't... You know what? Never mind. Just never mind.
I remember so many times when I used to post my tournament chips, people would be like, oh my God, you're playing with like $100,000? How is that possible? It's like, yeah, I am.
Believe it or not, that's why I actually like to remind, because we get a lot of new viewers sometimes on the stream, and I like to remind them that it's different, because TV, you do see people betting 1.2 million, and sometimes people think that's real cash. Tournament chips, very different. This is actual 100% cash. If you go to a casino, this is what you will be sitting down and seeing and doing and playing.
King high flop, Patrick flops top pair.
Whatever Patrick has, he's just binking top pair every time, man. King 4, ace 6.
Checked around, 9 on the turn. JD's got second top pair. On the river, queen 6 for JD.
Yeah, Ford Garrett over there on YouTube. I've never heard of that, counting cards at no limit. Holdem. Yeah, neither has anyone else, but that's why it was so funny. It was just one of those things where, you know how you're playing in a game and somebody's like, oh, jack on the turn. Right, so I was just doing that and I kept getting it right, and so that's why he's like, you must be cheating.
That's hilarious. The game's rigged.
There we go. Poker Hooker nails it. Says it only swings to a percentage, literally a percentage point in your favor. I've lost as much money as I've won on hugely favorable counts. So there you go. Talk to the guys who actually do it. They know what they're talking about.
The only people that win are the mechanics charging $800 for an oil change.
Yeah. Is there a story you'd like to share about maybe today?
I was like, I really thought I was bringing my card in here and it'd be less than $100. 100% sure.
You give them that crispy $100 bill, they're like, that's great, where's the rest of them?
Yeah, here you go.
Is that the down payment? You want to pay the other with credit?
Keep the change, cute little kid.
That's about what it costs to fill up my Yukon, you know that. The low fuel light's my Benjamin light.
Your car is like insane to fill up.
It's a big size, man. Chicks dig it.
Holy crap, I cried the first time I borrowed it when I filled it. Please stop before 100, please.
I think your exact statement was, you just ate up my entire monthly fuel budget in one shot.
No, I mean, I have a $30 a month fuel budget because I live by my job and my car is like just teeny tiny.
One fill up will be 3x that on my truck.
I fill up my car once a month.
Our big stacks are getting bigger. Adam and Brandon now both at about 4K. you like what you see, guys, and you haven't done so yet, click that heart, follow, subscribe, all the above.
Viscount 01, I had to have like the regular service maintenance, 80,000 mile maintenance. So I had no idea. I thought it was just an oil change, but they had to like rotate my tires and I don't know.
Had to.
I asked them to pull my hair if they're gonna do that to me.
And they gladly obliged.
More cards are in the air.
If I'm dealing this game, I'm probably just zoning out. I'm like, look, I'm just gonna deal 2 cards. Tell me if you need more. Okay, fine. You get 3 and 4 cards.
When you do that, we should have a dealing gun like.
Like a T-shirt cannon. Bing, 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 bing.
Just get it up like super fast. Increase your hourly.
J-Def, right on.
He said, I have to sub to Live at the Bike, and you guys are so down to earth, great personalities, A+ humans.
A+ human, A+ human's probably like one of the nicer things people have called me, though. I'll take it. Thank you.
He forges fake checks.
I do. Still an A+ human, though. All right, 4 players going to the flop here. Check it out. 8-5 deuce, couple of hearts. Monster flush draw for Ryan.
Poker hanger, simmer down.
I got news for you. I've walked by big games in Vegas and Tahoe and Reno where guys have anywhere 50 to 100K in front of them and holes in their socks. Like,
and their teeth are
for
like
sure.
Wooden picket fences.
And everybody makes fun of them for wearing a fanny pack, but that's where they hold their 200K rebuy, so joke's on you.
Thick Gravy Anima says, Veronica, you were A++. You even did extra credit. Thank you.
How does everybody have a heart draw here? Check this out.
You're a solid C+.
Aw, you're so sweet.
C Chicken said, handing out human grades, huh? I'd be a D+. You're a good human D+.
Check this out. Look at this. Flush draws for everybody. Now JD turns top pair. Yeah, we knew that wasn't coming.
The 9-5, the old 9-5er.
The old 9-5er, guys.
Dolly Parton.
There's literally no hearts left.
Yeah, they said that's why the hearts didn't get there. Dr. Kelly just chilling there. Poker Hanger says, I was kidding, my car has 100K on it.
Hey, yo. It's good. It's seasoned. It's just broken in. There's about 15K, speaking
Like
of
a
Ks.
40-year-old woman.
Yeah. Wait a sec.
And a good cab. 2013 cab.
So what are you doing later then? I'm just, no?
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Washing my hair.
Yeah, that's about right. That's good.
Viscount 01, you have a good night also. Good, sir. I'll see you guys on Friday. That's when I'm in next.
Boom. I'll see you guys Wednesday. So either way.
With the very lovely Casey.
Yeah, so you get Justin Squared show on Wednesday, and then you get the Hottie show on Friday. You guys can't go wrong. I don't know why you haven't subscribed yet.
It's why we both went to college, so we could be called the Hottie Show.
It's true. That's it.
Dustin Nut says Veronica's a freaking babe. Man, you guys, like, I'm coming in really small here at the screen.
If her head gets any bigger, she won't fit in the booth, so please stop.
All marriage proposals should be sent to Twitter.
Send it to my agent, my people.
Did I get any?
You should look. You should look. If you have a marriage proposal since you've been on the stream, I'd be impressed.
Nobody.
That's it, guys. I'm proposing live. But I'm including the link to our prenup. Cool. Because I don't want to take half of everything that you're worth. Because I'm a nice guy like that.
I wouldn't marry you.
I know.
I wouldn't marry anyone.
You could just be friends with benefits. That's fine.
Not even that.
One time. So Kelly here with top 2, betting 35. Patrick with a mystery hand pops it to 70. The good old min raise, always a little scary.
I wouldn't say that was a pot, but it is a mid-raise. Thick Gravy Anima, I will be platonic life friends with you. I feel like we already are.
Rosie chiming in, shouts out to her boyfriend in the box, Mr. Octavio.
Aw, Rosie, I see you on Snapchat. 8 on the turn. Patrick here, best with a set of aces. I like that we can hear them better now. It's nice to just kind of sit back and let them chat a little bit and hear what's on their mind.
Yeah, when they really start in the middle of a big hand or a big pot where they're kind of like needling each other for info, it's nice to tune in.
Kelly's kind of the cream in this cookie.
Hey, yo. Bink. Oh, set of aces for Patrick. Still way the best.
Patrick leading this for 200. Can't see JD's cards. Maybe a flush draw. Missed flush draw. Maybe he's got a straight now on the river. Yeah, he's probably got a straight. Probably had some sort of queen, jack of clubs. Yeah. No, he has a queen 8. Or queen 7, sorry. Or jack 7.
Poker's hard.
Or a queen jack. I'm tired, dude.
What do you think? You like get up at 6 a.m. every day or whatever the hell you get up 5 a.m.?
Oh, here it is. He had the low end of that straight.
Yeah, you must have had that straight, right? Yeah.
The low end.
The bet movement of the double red stack looks strong as opposed to just throwing in the 2 random white chips. You know, speaking about that, do you bet differently with different size chip? Like rather than pushing in, you know, 100 in this or something, you just throw in one chip.
They're more likely to call with just the one chip.
Yeah, right? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's like, I feel like you're more goading like, what the hell call, right? You know?
I think like if you're gonna go for value spots, you should use the bigger chips. That's just my personal opinion.
I feel like, yeah, that could be super used for like tells and reverse tells and all
If you're
sorts of fun
bluffing,
stuff.
maybe just use the smaller chips.
Right? You know what I mean? Like it's, yeah. If somebody picks up on that, I'd definitely start adjusting it.
Someone just hit a royal flush. That's a nice high hand there.
Royal flush, not the worst. But the whole table isn't going crazy, so clearly it wasn't a bad beat.
I've never had a reason to stand up in poker. I think it's funny when people stand up.
I just have to stand up to get like just to stretch, just like move around.
Patrick, well, yeah, that's different. Patrick flops a lot of 3s.
But yeah, you mean like stand up when you're all in? You're like, whatever happens, happens, right?
I don't see it. I don't see it. It's like for me, it's like such an amateur move. Like people who are new to the game, amateur.
That's why I do it constantly.
Nah, just joking. The Gravy Inno says black chips at 1-2 are the cheat code. Not in this casino. 9 now completes a potential flush.
And considering there's 2 other players in the pot with Patrick here, I'm thinking he's going to be a little scared here. No boat for him yet. Did he go all in?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Or pot. So he can't quite go all in. He's going to pot it though. Kevin Krim, yes, that is Octavio there in the box, one of our resident dealers. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not like being paid or advertised to say this, but the dealers here at Stones are pretty rock solid. They're pretty on point. I'm not gonna lie. Did you see? You look like you just winked and blew a kiss at somebody. I don't know who it was. It's probably you. Long distance across the room.
Yeah,
What's up,
sure.
girl? What's up, Veronica? How you doing?
Sure.
There we go. Now we can see Adam's hand here.
So Patrick bets 310.
Doug Polk Poker, what's going on?
Patrick's gonna take it down.
Boom. Done deal by Pat.
Thick gravy anima, because I don't think we have black chips.
We do not. If by black chips are you thinking hundreds? In that case, those are our white chips here.
We choose to do things different. Although, there is a place, I think, in Sacramento where the green chips are 5s and the red chips are 25s. It's so weird.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, and especially if you bounce around between spots, you're like, I just get so like mentally screwed up all the time. We got somebody spinning the prize wheel over there. See if they win some big money.
No, any casino that has... All casinos have green chips for 25s and red chips for 5s.
That's
or like
super standard.
Yellow,
Greens for 25s, I see everywhere.
Yeah. Which casino is that has $5 green chips? So weird.
It's not the line, is it? Sea Chicken, I believe it's all chips matter. All of them. Emperor Poker says, stake me at this game, I'll win $1,500 per day. And then it sounds to me like nobody needs to stake you. That's a cheap flight here. I don't care where you live. Come on down. Stone's Gambling Hall.
Yeah.
Right outside Sacramento, California.
Yeah.
I do love when people tune in, they're like, oh, they're watching this 25-50 game. They're like, I would crack this game for 10 grand. I'm like, then get a $500 flight here right now. Like, let's do it. I highly encourage it.
Ryan flops a lot of 8s. 5 on the turn.
Sitting on the river. Still going to leave Ryan with a check mark here. $175 in the pot. Ryan fires 80. And JD makes a solid fold. Let it go. The Cravey Anima on Twitch says, I think literally I wouldn't even play at a casino with green 5s. They would just have problems from the top down. I love it. Why wouldn't you play this establishment? Because you couldn't even get your chip colors right, so we're already done here. ZMEY35 says, I'd beat this game for at least 20 bucks. I respect it. I'd hop in, I'd steal the blinds one time, and I'd run away. Once again, thanks for tuning in, guys. We got about 15 minutes left here in this fun No Limit / PLO game here before we start winding down. If you haven't clicked that follow, subscribe, heart button yet, do so, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. We're here with you 3 times a week, spewing cash game action. Fun little hand for JD. Once again, guys, I know we've been talking a lot about chip colors, but our chip colors here, the whites are 100s, greens are 25s, reds are 5s. And those blues are dollar chips, which I believe don't even play in this game. I think they're pretty much just used for tipping, etc.
Yeah.
Emperor Kerr says, if I come there, do they pay me hotel or house? Doubtful. But if you're so good at this game, though, you should easily be able to pay yourself those
4, 5, 7. JD flops a pair.
And a straight flush draw, but Ryan with his out is 6 of hearts right there.
Inside straight flush draw. Patrick is leading into this. 135 in the pot. Oh, sorry, he's calling. JD bet 25. Ryan raised to 60. Patrick calls to 60. JD just calls. Deuce.
Grooves Poker says, what's with the $20 chips in the Bay Area? Those can be kind of tilting.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, right?
I think, aren't they typical for limit games?
They said, yeah, for like the 4-8, 08, and the stat. Yeah, and it's 20s in general. Just it's not a chip denomination I'm even close to used to. So I'm like, eh.
$4 chips are interesting too. I remember playing somewhere with $4 chips.
Emperor is actually tuning in, looks like from Greece. Thanks for joining the stream, man. Very cool. Kevin Cram says these players are definitely spewy. It's a good game. All right, taking a look at stacks. They haven't fluctuated much actually from our top 2 big dogs. They're Adam and Brandon, both sitting around 4K. Still solid, about 15K in play on the table. Once again, guys, YouTube and Twitch, Stones Live Poker, either or. Make sure you follow and hang out with us. Don't worry, we'll let you go home after the stream. It's okay.
Oh, I just want to go to bed. I'm just gonna like lay in bed for the rest of the night.
Isn't that how sleeping works?
Oh no, like even before I go to sleep, I just want to lay in bed. I'm just gonna be in bed. I want to go to bed right now.
Good night.
I actually like don't even want to go to work tomorrow, and I just want to be in bed. I'm so tired.
I'll send you plenty of snaps then while I'm in bed, just chilling when you're at work. That'll be nice.
I could just like tomorrow wake up, have breakfast, go back into bed, watch some awesome movie on Netflix, and then just lay there.
Yeah.
And order something.
Speaking of awesome movies on Netflix, I think they announced and started streaming last night that new Cloverfield movie, the 3rd one in the series.
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't seen any of them.
It was a Netflix. I haven't seen the first one, but the second one with John Goodman was actually pretty awesome. So check it out. I think they're all available on Netflix.
Ryan raises to 40. JD calls. JD thinks he's playing high-low.
Andrew Barber with the strong needle in YouTube.
Andrew Barber is telling me to shut up. He was needling me earlier, telling me that he was on his way to do commentary with me. I'm like, serious? He likes mixed games, obviously. JD wrapped around with a backdoor flush draw also. Ryan bets 60, JD calls. 3 on the turn. Now JD gets there with a straight.
Oh, there we go. Thick Gravy Anime actually watched the movie I was talking about after the Super Bowl, which is where they announced it. And they said it was a solid okay. I'll take that rating.
How does Andrew Barber come in here and tell me to shut up, and then he says, hi guys.
Hey friends.
Oh hey, I'm a bracelet winner. I'm just gonna go abuse people, and then I'm just gonna be like, hey, everyone loves me still.
He walks in, slams it, mic drops, walks away. I like it. Aw, Poker, I believe you. That's too bad.
His name's Poker Hanger.
Poker Hanger?
Yeah, where'd I buy hookers? When he's actually trying to buy hangers.
Driving up and down the street, he sees a friendly officer of the law and says, excuse me.
Officer, I buy hookers.
I'm sorry, what?
I give a #1 price for hookers.
You heard me. I know you know where hookers are. Wait, what?
Fort Garrett, I did not bet any money.
No monies.
I'm a Raiders fan, so there was no winning for me except for the food that I ate.
I was rooting for the guys with the ball who make the points.
Oh, Team Slypack, I bet you get far with all the ladies. Cards in the air. I feel like we're back to Holdem. Are we? No, we got 4 cards. Yeah. Looks like there's a straddle on also. This completes me. Ryan. King with queens and a 10. I love it. Raises to 40. Carrie sees something she likes. On the button, decides to call. She doesn't have kings or aces here. Probably has like a single suit ace or something. Can't see any of their cards because they decided, hey, the stream's almost over. We don't care anymore.
Bring it. 10 high board here, super rainbow. Not the worst flop for Ryan, but let's see where this goes.
And the dealer is bossing them all around. Said, please put your cards properly on the reader. There's a reason why we have this show. And it looks like there's a thick gravy enema being eaten right now.
God, I was thinking the same thing. You took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, wow. Yeah, Fort Garrett, I don't really care what positives you have there, but I don't think Veronica's going to New Jersey anytime soon. But good luck. I wish you the best.
Yeah, I know. Never. How's never? Is never...
Ooh, I'm busy then. How about a week from never? Like
yeah, a week from never might work for me.
I'm available then.
No, I'm probably busy a week from never. I've got a lot of stuff on my plate. Like I could be doing nothing.
So many stuffs. So many stuffs on my plate.
There's stuffs on my plate.
Ryan stuffs it. Speaking of stuffing it right here. Looks like Carrie...
That thick gravy enema actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, and everybody got away. I'm sorry, could you say that again?
If you had to eat thick gravy enema, that's what I would want to eat.
And once again, guys, welcome to Stones Live Poker. Make sure you follow us for thick gravy enemas.
I worked in a major trauma center in an inner city hospital for years. Like, I could have, like, poop smeared on my scrubs and, like, I could eat my lunch. It wouldn't bother me. I could talk about poop while I'm eating. It doesn't bother me. Get over it, people. Everybody does it.
Everybody poops. That's a book. Read it. Enlighten yourself.
That's exactly what you should read to enlighten yourself.
Yeah. Step one on getting on Veronica's level.
5-5-10. We have a straddle, and we're back to. Are we? Oh, we're still four-parting it. I love it. There's Matt Holtzclaw.
Like that, you said you just did like one little sliver of them. You're like, got it, Matt H. Nailed it.
Love me some Matt H. It's one of my BFFs. Andrew Barber says I'm experiencing a trauma right now.
Everybody in the Twitch side looks like mixed reviews. Jesus, I'm a hot and bothered / puke. We got a little bit of each of the sides here, so it's good times.
Bigger Ultra, get over it. You know me.
Yeah. She's really into Cleveland Steamers. You know what I mean? What? That's what?
At least I'm not into Blumpkins.
God, there's a story there.
Carrie raises to 30. And it looks like Ryan's just giving her the business right now. Under the gun straddle, and he's like, exploit this, biatch.
I want to get like a live commentary of what's going on in your head when you're in these hands, but most of the time I think you just say it out loud. Exploit this, bia. Andrew Barber is unimpressed with the amount of poop talk on this stream right now.
Now,
oh my God, it's so bad. Stop looking at the chili. The chili is not the star of this show.
Oh, Ryan 3 bets to 135. Patrick calls. Carrie calls. JD's like, there's money in this pot. I don't care. I'm gonna play. Someone's shoving thick gravy enema into their pie hole right now.
I feel like JD just stared at the camera like right near his soul. Like, I know what you're saying. I can hear you.
We have a four-way, $545 in this pot pre-flop. Let's go.
Let's go. Up. A sticky flop.
3-5-6.
Oh wow, look at that flop for Carrie. Open-ended with a flush draw. I don't even need to see the other players' cards. This could get nasty pretty quick here.
Andrew Barber, you gotta appreciate this low brow. It's the high brow of low brow. You know? There's layers to
Yeah, we're
this.
like the best worst. Hey there.
So remember that flop she just got?
Yeah?
She doesn't have that hand.
No, what does she have? What does she have? Tell me, do you know what she has?
I don't know what she has.
Oh, that's even worse. I really wish she had that hand though. She'd be killing it right here.
Literally?
Literally.
Literally killing it. This is the last hand of the night.
Oh, it's the last time of the night. What's up, Taylor? How you doing?
Pretty good.
I mean, replacement Veronica for the first, 38 seconds of the stream. It was the best 38 seconds of my life. Yeah, no, she was busy. She was talking to
I was
people.
like, yeah, she's just over there.
She was like, I don't want to get in here and field marriage proposals.
I didn't realize what time it was.
We
I was
know.
just like talking to all my fans.
Wait, Thick Gravy Enema just subscribed? Thank you very much.
He loves us.
I've never been so happy for a Thick Gravy. Never
It was
mind.
because
never.
all the eating of the gravy.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
see,
Oh my God, Andrew Barber got deleted. I love
Oh, you know
this
why?
world.
Because he said it's lowbrow as F. Lowbrow AF.
YouTube isn't as.
Sometimes Nightbot's a little ornery. You know what I mean?
You should have put a space between your FUCK.
Yeah, they'll never get that.
Figure that out.
We've never put
You
that
put
in our
like
black
stars or something or a backslash.
Chris Moneymakerson says, Veronica, I received confirmation from Jonathan Little that he wants me to play in your Veronica and Friends game the week of Jonathan. I told him I'm busy filming on location that day. Besides, I'm not qualified to be in your show yet.
Yeah. You haven't sent me your reading list. Chris Moneymakerson.
yeah, see, Carrie folded that hand, and
Yeah,
how
no
I
shit.
know, you know how I know she didn't have that
Because
hand?
she would have never folded that hand. Cool.
Because she folded that hand. Right when she did that, I was like, something's wrong.
They kind of got lazy with putting their cards in the readers in the very end, huh?
Yeah, they were like, whatever. All you guys are talking about is Thick Gravy Enemas
I
anyway.
want to say our readers gave out on this hand, and that's why no cards except for the wrong one.
Well, that works out well.
So there you go.
And we get to do,
I just wanted to pop in and say it was Jack Link's jerk.
yeah, because otherwise, yeah, Jack Links, yeah, because she did not have that.
I feel like Andrew Barber, your commentary, your comments within the chat are so amateur hour. Like, how did you not know that you couldn't swear? Call me and I'll teach you some stuff. Bracelet winner.
Unless somebody is impersonating him.
Oh, he's actually
possible.
trolling us. Well, thank you so much for joining us. What are you doing commentary on Wednesday?
Checking right now, guys. It's going to be another 5-5 game. It's going to be the Justin Squared show. JK Squared, me, and Mr. JFK Stones himself.
And then Veronica and the lovely Casey will be in the booth on Friday for, I believe,
10:25.
10:25. Really?
Yeah.
Yes, baby. I'm super excited. And then Jonathan Little week is going to be the third week of the month. Make sure you tune in. Thank you so much for having us, and hope you had a good night, especially you, Thick Gravy Enema.
Ooh.
Bye.
Later, guys.